side by side. You know I'll come running when you need. I'm coming. You know I'll come running. You go to war, then I'm going with you. Pick up my sword, yeah, there's nothing I won't do. When you sound the alarm and the chaos is rising, leading the charge, yeah, I'm coming, I'm fighting. Swear on the breath that I breathe, I'll never retreat, yeah, I'll be your army. If you go to war, then I'm going with you. Pick up my sword, yeah, there's nothing I won't do. When you sound the alarms and the chaos is rising, leading the charge, I'm coming, I'm fighting. Swear on the breath that I breathe, I'll never retreat, yeah, I'll be your army.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love,
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out. Tonight, we gonna let it out. Tonight, we gonna let it out. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it out. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out. Tonight, we gonna let it out. Tonight, we gonna let it out. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it out. Rising with each beat of the music is bringing. We're flames in the fire that keeps burning. We're inviting the night in. Welcome, my heart so full, I'm devoting myself to the night. There's no motive. We're just listening. We're existing. We stay when the music plays, but let's drop below and the people sway.
Seraphine ult does come up, gonna lock out the Ashe. Looks like all is going to flash. Ziggs with no mana should be the next one going down. The center stun does go wide and looks like it's now Seraphine versus Solo Queue Sprinter. This Portal combat, and that's going to be the ace.
Welcome everyone to the Mettlestate League of Legends Challengers Series final. Today, we have an amazing matchup between the reigning champs, ATK, and the newcomers, well, not really newcomers, they were in the final last year, Plague Dawn, under a new brand though. It's me, SpartanX, and with me today, Grimpiglet. How are you?
Good, thanks yourself.
I'm good. Are you excited for this matchup?
Very, very excited for this matchup. Very, very keen to see what happens today.
It's going to be intense. Last year, ATK came away with the win. It was big. They competed against 20 teams to eventually take everything. This year, a little different.
This year, they got 36 teams to compete against and a much bigger standing in general, as they've had to go through quite a bit now to get to where they are. And as I said earlier, we're going to be very excited to see what happens today. I don't know how it's going to go, but pretty keen to see what goes on.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, 36 teams battled it out, right? From when this started to now. All of it leads up to now. Last night, we had the third and fourth place final playoff,
Yes.
which Royalty played against 5 Lonely Men. Royalty coming out victors there. But both of them, those teams, falling to these teams. And now it's, the nice big meal at the end of this tournament, the thing that everyone's been waiting for. Who's going to be crowned the Season 2 Challengers Series winner? Who are you thinking?
I'm leaning more towards ATK. That's just my
ATK.
personal thing. I think it's going to be a 3-1 to ATK from my side. That's
3-1.
Mhm.
Interesting.
yourself?
What makes you think that?
I don't know. The ATK being the already current, I want to say, champions of the first season, going into Season 2, they have that momentum with them. They are, I want to say, prepped and ready for it, if that makes sense. They know what it's like to be in those situations when things get a bit hairy. So I think they've got a better standing, not to take anything away from Plague Dawn, who also have a lot of experience in the competitive scene.
Definitely. I mean, from last year to this year, a lot of roster changes were made, right? It's not the same people that are playing last year. It's not the same people that won last year. I mean, yes, 3 of the players from last year, or 2 of them are actually only playing. It's only the bot lane from ATK. So we don't know how much that's going to affect. But if you look at the rest of the roster of ATK, it's stacked. It's stacked up to down.
Yeah.
Jetlust has won a multiple tournaments. You have Not has won tournaments. Been in the scene for seemingly forever. One of the oldest players. You have Slayer, play professionally in League, then Counter-Strike, and then come back to League. This guy does so much. He's doing too much.
He's all over the place.
And then you have the bot lane, one of the strongest bot lanes, probably the strongest bot lane, not just in the tournament, but in the country, and has been for a while.
100%. Unique's very, very great in the support role there. And I actually, for the top of me, I can't remember the top of my head. I lost my thought pattern there. But yeah, I'm very, very keen to see how they hold up against Red Raven and
Yogi.
Yogi, yes,
Yeah.
Yogi, who's going to be playing support today. As well as seeing what the rest of Plague Dawn can do against this ATK stacked roster.
Definitely. I mean, it is stacked. We've seen faults in them. We have seen them. Not during recently. Because, I mean, they ran this through, didn't lose one game, right? They beat everyone, didn't even drop a game to anyone. Plague Dawn, on the other hand, has had slip-ups. They've dropped games to Royalty. They've dropped games to other people, probably. And they also lost against ATK in the normal season.
Yes.
Now they meet again in the final. Now, the thing is, if you're Plague Dawn, you have to come in here with a game plan. You can't just come in here being, whatever, I'm going to do this, I'm just going to play my normal game. No. You're playing against a stacked roster, probably the most stacked roster to ever exist in South Africa. You need to bring something spicy to the table. And we know they can do that.
100%. I think team comp and things like that's definitely going to be a pinnacle point of today. Specifically things like taking, I want to say, obviously we know it's going to be a team fight comp. We know that's happening. That's generally how most of the games go here in the SA scene. But I think looking at things that might spice it up a little, maybe a little bit of a, I want to say, Seraphine something bot lane, or something a little bit different, something new, things. I know we won't be able to see Nyla. I know Nyla isn't in this tournament at the moment, but I do think something a little spicy could be quite nice to see, something a little bit different, something that we haven't seen before.
You have to. You need to throw them all from game one. ATK is going to come in here massive favorites, right? And they're coming in here with a lot of confidence. They have not lost this year. What do they have to worry about? They're going to walk into game one pretty chill, being like, whatever, this is business
Just
as
another
usual.
day, yeah.
What you need to do is hit them hard quickly. Pick some stuff, and we know this Plague Dawn team has some stuff up their sleeve. They have a bunch of weird picks. I've seen Graves mid. I've seen Kane mid from Salt. I've seen weird stuff from this team, so they can do those things. And that's what they will need to do. You can't just straight up 5v5 beat ATK.
No, I don't think so. I think the team fight dynamic and definitely the comms, the experience, things like that play a lot of, or I want to say play heavily into the role of that kind of situation. So I do think finding picks, things like that, being a little bit, I want to say, thinking out of the box than the normal general straight to the team fight ARAM idea would be more beneficial for Plague Dawn themselves to, like you say, hit them hard, hit them quick, and make things happen as fast as possible.
Exactly. And, you know, it comes in the form of, yes, some spiciness, but you need to find a place where to attack. Now, you're not going to attack the best bottler in the country, are you? No. Right? Because ATK plays heavily around their bottling. They play around TPs, they like stuff like Twisted Fate. So you gank bottling repeatedly, before you know it is a 5v3.
Exactly.
Like, you don't want to attack that. Right? You can attack top lane, not a bad idea. Jed does die to a lot of ganks, very susceptible to ganks since he started as a pro. One thing he has not changed. He's changed a lot of things, but warning, or he wards, but he just doesn't see it, apparently. Right? So you can attack him, but how much is that going to help you? You having a fair top lane is not going to win you the game, because Claxor is going to stand 7.5 nautical miles away and hit you for free. So it's not going to help. So you need to attack that mid lane. And if we look at this top to bottom, no offense to Slayer or to not, that is the place where if I was going to attack ATK, that's where I'm attacking them.
The mid, I do think with regards to having, I want to say, the stronger mid-jungle side coming out from Plague Dawn, nearly called him Int again. My brain registered Int. Being the stronger mid-jungle duo from Plague Dawn side, I do think I agree with you there to attack that mid lane specifically. Look, you can always change a 2v1 into a 2v2. That depends on how much the jungler's, I want to say, paying attention to his mid lane, but as well as the supports roaming up, things like that. So in a certain degree, I want to say, it is somewhere to focus, but they've got to focus with intelligence. You know, they can't just be running it every 2 seconds, running in. You know, I would rather set the gank up, set it to be up so that you know for sure that it's going to be an easy kill or an easy objective, rather than just running it straight down and being chaotic all the time.
Definitely. And the main, a big thing that's going to help Plague Dawn, this is not a LAN final. Everyone's playing from home. Yes, we are casting from this new beautiful studio that Mettlestate has made, just for us. It's not for anyone else. Don't listen to what they say. No, I'm kidding. We are the first people casting out of it. It's obviously pretty. We have all these lights and stuff. But the players are playing from home. They in the most comfort. Now, if you put these two teams on LAN, I will tell you, I'm like, there is no chance at all. ATK every day. These players have not only played on LAN, they've won on LAN, right? But now everyone's at their house. You can sit with your feet up. You can chill. You can lean all the way back and sit like some degenerate, like most people do. And you know, they are super comfortable. So that part's not going to play a factor. But do you think the fact that ATK has had so many finals, all of these players, multiple finals, and yes, Plague Dawn has been in some, but not close. Do you think that's going to play a big factor today?
I do think to a certain aspect or to a certain degree, yes. I do think that will play a role, but the guys have been around for a while. So, you know, being in the competitive scene, you do eventually get to a stage where you're like, oh, it is just another game. But then there are certain things, for example, being a grand final, that you need to kind of be like, I need to step it up a notch. And I need to be there. And yes, you are comfortable at home. And I think that does benefit you a lot, especially because of the fact, like, it's like, okay, cool. You know, I don't have to stress about everything going on around me. It's just more me, my PC, and I do what I need to do, which is great for certain aspects. But I do think that I want to say I think experience will play a role here, is the best way to put it. I think that definitely the experience is going to play quite a heavy role in, like you say, ATK having all that experience in finals, in games, in things like that. You know, exactly. You know, they used to being on top. Now to knock a king off his perch it's a difficult task.
Yeah, I mean, if you go look at eras, right? There's been a bunch of eras throughout the League of Legends, specifically League of Legends in South Africa. You had the first EN era, 6 years of absolute dominance. No one could touch them, right? They would play 4v5s. You know, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
You had 6 years of that. Then you had 4 years of this, basically, kind of this ATK roster under different names, but members from this, right? And for them to have knocked off EN was extremely tough. You have to have Kiddo. You had all these people hitting on all cylinders, and they had to throw out new picks, stuff they were hiding the whole season. It's hard to hide stuff when anyone can just op.gg what you've been playing.
Exactly.
Right? So it was a lot of work to knock them off. And then Royalty knocking off that roster, we had to lane swap. People had to lane swap the first game just to throw them off a bit. You know, you had to do stuff to get in their head and to tell them, listen, I'm here to play today. You're not just going to walk over me like you did the last 4 years. Today is our day, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I expect from Plague Dawn. Now, will that happen? Yes. Because you know why? There's no love lost between these two teams. Say what you will, these two teams are not the biggest fan of each other.
100%.
Right? Now, that's a good thing and a bad thing. I think Plague Dawn plays way better and worse at the same time when they're playing on emotion.
100%.
Because they want it so bad. It's just another day for ATK. They don't care. Plague Dawn wants it.
Yeah, they want to hold the title.
They want to look down on ATK and say, what now?
Yeah. What's next?
These players are very emotional. But that can help them. Because passion is a good thing. But passion can also, if they get stomped game one, it's going to be a very tough way back.
Yeah. I don't believe we'll see a stomp, to be honest. I do think there's going to be certain things that will definitely happen if things go wrong. Because like you say, with emotion, things can go wrong. There's that very fine line between, I want to say, let's call it joy and anger for lack of better words, right? You have that very fine line of if one thing goes wrong, you have to mentally reset your brain and go, actually, I can come back from this. And not immediately go to, I need to battle this out, and I must just keep trying to do what I was doing and make the same mistakes over and over again. So with the emotion behind the thing, I think Plague Dawn do have a very, very good or solid ground to stand on with that side of things. But as you say, ATK is like, it's just another game, it's just another day, we'll get through it as we can.
There's no emotion behind it for ATK. There's nothing. For them, again, another day in the office. I mean, like I said, these people have been around forever. It's easy for them, right? Not easy winning, but it's easy. These finals, it doesn't elevate their heart rate.
It doesn't affect them, yeah.
Right? And if you had other teams in here, you could say the same. And these, like I said, they don't like each other, and that's completely fine. Now, do you think, if you're Plague Dawn, you're going to do some spice? Because now we're going into the Champs Select, and we might see some spice.
I do think we're going to see a little bit of spice. We have already seen the Maokai and the Na taken away here from...
Na from Jetless, obviously. Guy's been a menace on Na for about 11 seasons.
Since Na walked out.
That's definitely a thing. And then Maokai, the...
Taken away, not...
Yogi.
Is that Yogi or not Maokai?
No, definitely from Yogi. Yogi...
Support Maokai, yes.
Maokai all the way to Master Tier, which is something you just take away out of just respect, and don't put someone on comfort, you know?
We see the Sivir taken away there now, Sivir being a very, very good now. And with that new buff that she got with the Ricochet, being able to bounce between herself, kind of like the brand ulti, if that's the best way to explain it. With that happening, it does benefit her, and she is one of the strongest ADCs at the moment. The Veigar taken away.
I like that Veigar ban. People have been flexing it to bot lane and have been for a while. But just the amount of control you can get around objectives with the baby cage is just annoying. Like, imagine you try and walk up to Baron and someone's just like, cool, walk into this and you're stunned. Yeah. It's like, no, thank you. You know, and Slayer is very proficient on it, something he can scale with. You just don't want that in the hands of him. And then Ornn band, safe top lane pick.
Safe top lane pick. A lot of the teams in SA love the big tank. And obviously the Ornn upgrades. At level 13, Ornn starts upgrading items. That changes the whole game. So that is a very, very good ban, in my opinion. I think it just takes away that comfort and security.
And a Jarvan ban. That's obviously aimed at Not. He's been very proficient at it this season. He's been doing a lot of like level 2 ganks that everyone keeps getting caught by, which I don't understand. These are very good players, and it's a very simple thing that always happens, and everyone keeps getting caught by it.
I mean, it is one of the most. It is one of the most common things for that Jarvan, the level 2 flag and drag.
This is fast.
But going into the champ picks, these guys are locking in very quickly. We see the Victor locked in from the side of ATK. Victor being absolutely awesome in the mid lane. Super, super strong pick. But then we see the Silas to counter that Victor, as well as a Wukong. And
already team fight central, right? And tank central. You're going to need something to shred these tanks. Because Plague Dawn loves running like a triple tank setup. I wouldn't be surprised if they run like another tank with this, and run some late game like Cogmore or Senna or something
Something along those lines. No, I'm with you there.
So, and we do see quick picks because, I mean, this is game one. These teams have been prepping ever since they know they were fighting each other in the final. So they know more or less how this is going to go. Again, like we said, team fight, misfortune, ultimate team fight. Stand still, press R, win fight.
Bullet time. Bullet time in a tunnel. I mean, be glad Vega's not there because Jarvan,
Or
Cataclysm,
Jarvan,
and Baby
exactly.
Cage and a bullet time. That's a problem for any team running up that way.
Do we see
Although,
any carry pick here?
ooh, we see the
triple
tank.
I told you.
The
Triple tank.
Cho'Gath
I
picked
know
up.
what I'm doing, apparently. So, yeah, triple tank set up already from them. They're not even messing around, right? The thing is that I like from Plague Dawn's draft right now, anything can go anywhere, technically.
Technically speaking,
Some
yeah.
things are better in some places, but technically you can be like, I don't like this matchup, I'm just going to go
I'm just
top.
going to move. Yeah, I'm going to move
You know
up
what
or
I mean?
move down.
Yeah.
There's an Olaf ban, very, very good, strong jungle ban at the moment.
Why are you banning a jungler when Sedge is picked?
Sedge is going top.
Oh, yeah. It's a
Sedge
new
going
thing.
top, yeah.
Oh, I don't like Jet Loss and anything that has to aim something.
We see the Yumi ban. Nobody likes the cat.
No one likes it.
I'm feeling that's definitely going to be Cho'Gath. I want to say Cho'Gath top and Wukong jungle, but I might be wrong there.
It should be that. Duck is very good at Wukong as well. So we'll see. A Mumu ban.
Mumu taken away from support role there, I believe.
Yeah, there's some stuff. Surely you ban away the Senna, no?
Yeah, I mean,
Just take it out.
although you could let Draven have the Senna, and then you'd be quite comfortable taking whatever the support pick is going to be.
Sona.
There's Sona taken out. So
Yogi Sona against Royalty the other day, pretty good. He did int a lot in lane, but he meant a lot later.
Sona is one of the squishiest champs in the game, so that definitely does change.
Lowest base
things.
HP, I think.
I think it is lowest base HP, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's changed in recent
True,
updates,
that
but I
is a
think
very old.
yeah, that's a
that is
very, very old patch.
stat.
There is the Senna lock-in from Red Raven. We knew that was happening. We knew that was happening. But as you said, that is going to be a good, I want to say, hyper carry.
Do you not just pick something super aggressive here from Unique?
Leona, Nautilus, something that I would grab
Nautilus. I mean, you're going to see a lot of roaming from him regardless, right? You're going to, and that's the thing. If you try and punish the mid duo, the mid jungle duo of ATK, you're not punishing them because Unique's always there.
Yeah,
always there.
Ooh, we see
Shyvana
the Shyvana
top.
lock-in. So
it
Shyvana
is
lock
a
Sedge
Sedge
jungle.
It is. Shyvana was played in the semi-final game by Jetloss against 5 Lonely Men. Did pretty well. A lot less things to aim, you know, and a lot less important things to aim. So that's good for Jet.
Question will be, will that be AP Shyvana or AD? I'm guessing AD.
AD.
I think it's more comfortable.
Probably.
There's the
And there's a
Nautilus
Nautilus. We're calling this draft like
pick.
to a T.
Support tier for
Well, he's
Plague
not got
Dawn.
much left. He's got his Rakan open, but you don't want to pick Rakan into this. So what do you pick? Morgana? Kind of bad here. But, I mean, Karma. Okay, that makes...
Although, do you go for the Karma pick here?
I mean, it's not bad, to be honest. Like, what's that? Enchanter E... whatever. Her
Mantra
alt
Q.
plus Mantra E.
Mantra E, Mantra
Mantra
Shield,
E helps a lot in team fights. You're way faster. Everyone has shields. It's easier. It makes life a lot easier. So interesting comps here. Triple tank setup with shields and a late game AD carry. Do I work for Plague Dawn because I can draft for them?
I
That's
mean,
pretty simple.
I do just want to talk about the way the champions are sitting right now. That looks like it's possibly Karma top and Cho'Gath going into the support role there. Yogi on Cho.
I don't hate it. We saw Karma top yesterday. Worked very well.
Karma top yesterday was absolutely insane. It's great karting for that against that Shyvana, which would be beneficial. The Sedge into Wukong, I don't... me personally, I'm not a big fan of it. I think either one, like that basically now turns the wet noodle fight into the jungle instead of the top.
Yeah. But I mean, where do you gank, right? Because you're not ganking like a Shyvana. You can't really gank her early because she's got W. She'll basically just walk away.
Yeah.
Right? And you don't have anything to stun her with unless you use Karma Shield plus Karma Tether and then kind of stun. But then you kind of need him to all in you, which is possible. It's Jateless. The guy's crazy. He will fight you.
Willing to take
all
the
the
fight.
time.
Yeah. And I mean, with the way Shyvana's built, I think I haven't seen her top yet, so I think the early skirmishing from Shyvana would be very good for her.
Not against Karma, though.
Not against Karma, though. The kiting
How?
from Karma.
Yeah,
It's
you're just
ridiculous.
gonna.
You get
So top
tethered,
lane is lost
there's a
for
shield,
80k.
there's a Q, there's a mantra involved there somewhere.
Yeah. But top lane is like lost, but it's not like he's gonna end because he really can't end that lane.
No, not really.
Well, unless he all-ins and then Wukong shows
Also, yeah,
up.
it depends on how many times Wukong shows up into that lane.
A
And
lot,
I mean,
probably.
a Fed Karma does benefit the team,
Does
but
it? Barely.
barely. But I'm gonna say like more the damage output, like we saw yesterday. You know, if I don't know, there's certain things,
tough.
certain things I like, certain things I don't like. But yeah, it is tough. It's
It's a tough comp,
It's
but
not
they,
really
they always pull off these triple tank setups. Always. I'd never understand how. But they always somehow get a way to make these triple tank setups work.
I mean, it's got to be.
I mean, the Cho'Gath swapping, I don't know if it was the plan from the start to have the Cho'Gath support. Smart. Swapping that into the Nautilus lane.
Well, and we thought
Smart.
Silas was going to go. There would be a swap
Yeah.
between Silas and.
So, but that's the whole thing of opening up with the three that they did. All of a sudden, you know, you have options of just moving stuff around. Cool, I don't like this matchup. Swap stuff around. That's exactly what Flex
I
picks up
mean,
for.
we could have seen a Cho'Gath mid even, depending on how that went.
Into Victor, you're fine. Like, Victor's not going to kill you early, especially the way Slayer plays Victor. He sits back half the time. He's not going to walk up and risk a Wukong jumping out, bonking him on the head and say, back to your tower.
Yeah, and
He's not going to risk that, right? So that's the thing that you need to, like, get through here. And I just feel like there's not a lot of stuff they can attack here. It feels like they're going to sit and try and scale, get super tanky, and then run them down.
Isn't that kind of ATK's kind of play style though? Get a very I want to say a scaling team, take the time, build yourself up,
Yeah,
and
but
then
that's what Plague Dawn's got to do, though.
yeah.
they
But
picking
now
triple
you're
tech.
playing scale against scale, like or scaling against scaling. You know what I mean? You got
But
to
you're
take
going
the
to lose
time.
in mid-game, that's the problem. Because you're going to get out-rotated by Unique. Unique is the captain, also the shot caller. The guy's smart. He's smart. Kyle Taylor's a smart guy, you know? So you're going to get out-rotated, and you're not going to get your late game. That's the problem. The problem is you need to pick something to stop the bleeding, because you can't pick triple losing lanes. Okay, you didn't. You picked a winning lane,
Maybe,
top lane.
yeah.
Technically, it should be a winning lane, but I can still see how that goes south. I mean, you get ult on Shyvana, you ult in, attack him, bite him as a dragon, easy. You know, there's a lot of stuff you can do there. There's stuff you can do top lane. Mid lane, kind of meh. I mean, we're not
Victor
gonna
into
see much.
Silas.
Unless the Silas completely outplays the Victor, it's going to be like whatever,
Yeah.
to be honest. He's just going to walk up, fight a little bit, walk away. It's going to be like a CS battle at most. And the bot lane, we can see some spies. But now you're Nautilus into a Cho'Gath. You don't really want to fight. Unless you get a hook onto the Senna.
Yeah,
Which should never be hooked if you have a Cho'Gath.
Cho'Gath in the way, yeah. No, I'm with you. And the knockups from Cho. There's certain things, jungle-wise, though, like I said, that Wukong into Sedge, you know, Sedge being super tanky.
Wukong can
Dead
bully her,
armor.
though.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
can, but I don't know. Like I said, it makes me feel like the wet noodle fight's going that way.
Yeah, very
It's
true.
basically they're
But
just going to smack
I
each other
wanna
around.
see, I want to see Dark be proactive in this. Go and mess with Notch. Throw him off his rhythm, right? Now, will that affect Notch heavily? No. The guy's been around forever.
Yeah.
The guy's been around since before League, you know? But he's been playing League before League came out. You know, you're not going to throw him off much. But that little bit, that can help. Try and tilt that top lane. Because you're not going to tilt Slayer, and you're not going to tilt that bot lane.
Yeah.
You can tilt Jet easily. That's not hard. Tilt him and tilt not. And that's kind of the thing where you have to do. And maybe that's what they're trying to do. And from ATK's side, you're chilling. You have all of the like dragon control early. Because you're going to have advantage in the mid lane and bot lane. And we are in game talking about lane.
Yes.
Let's see what's going on. Okay, so I'm expecting a standard 5-point defense, if I'm honest.
We do see Plague Dawn moving sneakily up on the top side.
Ooh.
Could see a little brush invade here. But they're going to walk straight into Shyvana. I think Shyvana's already seen him.
That is the point of the 5-point. And then just a little cheeky E there, Flame Breath or whatever it's called from Jetlust. And then, yeah, they just drop down a ward. I'm surprised ATK isn't walking and warding. Okay, now they are.
Yeah, now they're going to go drop a ward on that blue.
Just drop a ward there. Some deep vision early. It's very nice, so you can just see where the jungler is going to move and where he's going to gank first. So, okay, looking at matchups here. We have Orphic versus Slayer. Orphic, very good laner. Very, very good laner. and both running TP stock standard. Exhaust on Klax, I like that, especially because you're going to have a duck that is actually a monkey that's going to jump on you.
100%.
You know, and that's the thing that, and you have Orphic on the
Silas.
Why did I forget the name? That's also going to jump on you. So exhaust, I like it. I don't see a lot of, like, if you're ATK, you should be fighting bot lane. But getting past, a Cho'Gath is kind of hard. But Yogi does tend to take a lot of damage in lane.
Yeah, Yogi
Free
being a little
damage.
bit more aggressive in the support
Yeah.
role, trying to, like, I want to say push boundaries. Against this Nautilus, I don't think that's a good idea, though, because, I mean, Nautilus is the champion of rooting you in place.
Yeah.
And Misfortune can pack quite a punch early on in game.
Especially with the Arcane Comet.
100%.
That thing hurts. Every E that's hit. But look at him. He's hitting a lot of those ruptures. That's stacking up. I mean, Klax is running Biscuit Delivery, and we see a fight that
There's
is level 2
engaged
first.
there. And it looks like nothing. Ooh, that's a Cho ignited. There's Yogi down to about 210 HP. Not going to be able to finish off that kill is
He will have to
Klax.
reset here. If he
Chomper Pot.
doesn't, that's
Choke.
going to be bad for him if he doesn't reset here. Because with the poke of the Arcane Comet, it's going to start piling up. And they're going to hit level 6 first then, 80k, them being 80k. And then it's going to just be way harder again from the start. And we see some early fights in top lane. And you know,
Trades happening
Jetlas, he
here.
is always partial to a fight. How was Calm on this side of the wave?
Probably went to
Just
look for that
ran
tether.
past.
Look for the tether, didn't get the tether down.
I like it,
And
I
was
like
like, oh, I'm in the wrong place. But Cho back up to full HP, grabbing some minions, getting health back from
He
those
also
minions.
does have that E that he can use to get some healing.
These make it rain, so that
These
Arcane Comet's going to
rain.
be rough.
These oh,
Oh,
okay, Unique, you've got to hit those, baby go. Like that's an easy one to hit.
That- yeah,
the guy
that
was
was-
like 5 millimeters away. But good, quote unquote, dodge from
yeah.
Red Raven.
No fancy footwork needed, no blue suede
Just
shoes.
walk in a
Just keep
straight
walking in a
line.
straight line. That's the best way to confuse most supports.
Exactly. You want to dodge a master tier player? Just don't dodge.
Yeah, just
He's
don't
gonna
dodge.
think you're going to dodge, and then you don't dodge. That's some big brain plays from Red Raven. Love to see it. Okay. It is fasting center. Just so everyone knows. So you won't see Red Raven farming. That's why he's on 1 CS. But Yogi's also not farming very well right now. He's on 9.
Don't think Yogi's got an opportunity to get up to the wave too well, considering the Make It Rain's coming through. Nautilus is there.
Make
I
it
mean-
rain is more like make it pain, because that is hitting and it's hitting hard. It's not a lot of fun having just someone pressing E on you and it being annoying.
Well, yeah, it's E auto attack every single time. Although Raven's willing to take the fight to Klaxer on this Misfortune, so he's not scared. There's another
Look
Make
at
It
that.
Rain.
Oh,
No.
he's dead.
Oh, there's a
Oh,
flash
flash,
forward. The
flash,
exhaust coming
flash.
through. And now Senna is rooted the exhaust there. Senna
Flash,
makes a flash
double
wall, so
flash.
that's sums burnt for both Red
All of-
Raven and Yo-Yogi.
All of Plague Dawn's flash or Summoner's burnt. Clack still having the flash.
So Klax will still be safe in that bot
Yeah.
lane.
And look at all this that they're getting for free.
Jesus,
If they
yeah.
crash this is a big wave that they're going to lose. Whoa, Senna's not recalling. Sage is
Senna's
finding
being
her.
caught by someone.
I'm seeing it.
Sage in
Oh,
the back here.
Make it rain kills from this range. And now
Sage
he's
going to
just
get the
gonna
stun.
give it to the Sage.
And
Okay.
First Blood goes
First
over
blood
to
to
80k.
The reigning champions striking first. Interesting. This can turn very ugly very quickly, you know, and that's the thing that we said at the start. You know, 80k is someone that will put the gas on. They
Yeah.
will put their foot on the pedal and put their foot on your neck, and it won't be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the moment it gets started, the one thing I have noticed, the moment it gets started is basically a non-stop onslaught. So I believe we're going to have a bloody game. I mean, 5 minutes into game, First Blood.
Yeah.
Wukong currently working away here at this Mountain Drake.
And
But-
this is a good Mountain Drake for him to take, because bot lane's not going to contest. They are resetting. They just crashed away. So that's a smart thing. This should be pretty free for them. I'm expecting a lot of roaming from Unique, or not now actually, because no summoners bot lane. This is where you call Not and say, listen, this wave is going to push back into us. Be here in a
Be
minute,
ready, yes.
and we're going to get some free kills bot lane.
Although Nort does look like he is Ignite and Hextech Flash is back up, so he could possibly look to make a cheeky little play.
Definitely. And now they know Wukong's bot side and should clear top towards top. So we should see in the next 30 seconds, Jetlust, if he's learned his lesson, should warn.
Drop a ward
Yeah.
and start paying attention to
And he
where.
should ask his mid laner Slayer to just drop a ward in the Pixel Brush in topside river, and then he can ward Tri-Brush. Look at him, he's going to do it. I'm very proud. He's actually going to walk all the way to the red buff and ward that. Oh, no.
No, ward Krugs.
Krugs. Also smart.
I see Senna's following Wukong here, trying to get the souls off the minion, off the jungle camps. Kind of losing HP, I want to say not HP, XP, sorry.
And
running
also
around.
taking XP from the Wukong.
Yeah.
Which is weird. This is a strange plan.
I mean, Yogi's got some time to catch up on a little bit of farm. He's 25 farm behind Misfortune. And it just looks like they're going to be playing 3 here. It could possibly be looking at a Wukong gank in the bot lane. So Yogi there just to irritate, make, I'm going to say be like a ward, a moving
Basically.
ward, and basically wait to get an engage on him. But
Well, the
he's
problem
not.
is, like, okay, you hear the waves coming in now, but they're going to gank.
They're going to look.
And they're just going to casually walk away. The problem is you can't leave Cho'Gath alone bot side. They're just going to freeze on him, like, crash a big wave, and then either dive him or walk somewhere, right? And go make trouble in another lane.
Senna's got to be very careful.
Yeah,
Got
it could
a
be a
gank in the
2v2.
middle, and there's the ulti coming out
This
from
should be free.
Thing flash forward
Ooh,
from
nice
Sage.
W.
And there's the stun coming through, but I don't think Sage has the
Ooh.
damage. Just the bomb you sent, although Wukong looking for a return. Yeah, I think he does
I'm
not have
not sure
Cyclone
about
yet.
that.
Level 5 still.
I like that the Silas went back in for the W to get a little bit of HP back, and it also kind of makes you feel like he's going to fight you, so you don't overextend like he's just running away. I like that. That is smart. Might not have done it on purpose, thinking the whole way through, but the tether hitting, but that's about it. Top lane.
Ooh, and Norta's found.
Oh, you're dead.
Senna gets
Later.
ultied by Sage. Sage picking up another kill. There's the bullet time from Misfortune. Misfortune gets exhausted, now got to try and run through everything. Flash
Whoa.
forward from Misfortune, but not enough as the Rupture knocks her up. And Cho will stay alive.
Clax missing the make it rain. Point blank. On a dinosaur. The thing is so big, man. Just press E on it. Probably just, big boy dive.
At the
You
bottom
are
here,
dead,
ulti
sir.
coming out,
Goodbye.
and Duck just uses the massive
Blood.
Q.
We said there will be blood, and there is blood. This is just basically fighting all over the map, and you don't really know what's going on. Poor Slayer was just chilling at his tower, had nothing to do with Switzerland to everyone else's fights, and then got ganked behind his tower.
Ooh, Hex Flash coming out. Nautilus gets the hook, but
Hey.
Misfortune is low. The ulti used by Nautilus to knock Senna up, prevents her from getting the auto attack. Ignite coming through as well.
Okay.
This could be dangerous. Never mind. They're just going to walk away here.
That, again, 80k, just wrapping it up. Want to make this a quick one. And, I mean, this bot lane, again, just getting punished. 2-1 for the bot lane of Plague Dawn. That can't be nice. Can't be fun.
I don't think they're very comfortable at the moment, although Senna does scale quite nicely, so I've got to wait for the first couple of items to come through. Serrated Dirk completed so far. I do think wasting, not really wasting time, but spending time following the jungler around was a little bit of a waste, losing so much XP. I mean, both bot laners of 80k are level 6, Senna's still level 5.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
A bit of a tough one there.
It's kind of weird. Like, they are going to get the shove in, but Clax is just going to be here to catch it. Senna does scale well, but, like, at this point, you're 2k gold behind, 10 minutes in, against this level of team, ain't great. Like, you might not get to scale, right? But to be fair, since Plague Dawn has a scaling comp, that 2k gold is kind of like 1,000 gold.
Yeah,
right?
it's not too hectic on them, although the
It's
one
not
thing
like
I will
80k scales badly, right?
No, not at all. I don't think they scale badly at all. I do want to just point out, though, that Sage, after her 2 successful ganks and 2 successful kills, is already sitting on the Sunfire Ages. So she's got her mythic, and she's probably ready to look for some fights now.
Yeah, now's where you, as a jungler, you have 2 kills. Now you need to make stuff happen. The onus is on you.
Yeah.
You took those 2 kills. You need to make things happen. You need to be proactive, and we see that from him. With the just ganking a lane that was just shoved. Interesting. He might have expected Wukong to gank and then wanted to counter gank. I think that's
Wukong, though, going to the bot lane.
Ooh.
Misfortune getting taken out by the Cyclone from Wukong. With the assist from Senna, though there is a Sejuani coming straight through. And Cho might be in a bit of trouble here, although Wukong...
this is bad for 80k.
Ulti's coming out, 80k might be in a bit of trouble here. Red Raven killing Unique there. And Victor now having to run it. Silas is here as well. There's the Sage ulti starting,
big
and so
Sage ult.
great shot by Orphic there to pick up a kill onto that Victor. So 2
Well
for
played.
nothing
Very,
in
very
that
well played.
gank and rotation there from the side of ATK.
And again, that's the thing I want to see from a Plague Dawn. Make it messy, make it scrappy, right? They gank. Okay, cool. You think you're ganking us? No. We're ganking you. That's what ATK said. Oh, you ganked my bot lane? No, I'm ganking you. And then Plague Dawn's like, Uno reverse. No,
Exactly.
I'm ganking you. I'm double reversing. And they get the second dragon. This is amazing for the side of Plague Dawn. And there we see the gold lead completely eliminated from that big play from, well, everyone, but all Fig hitting that basically blind Sage ult was very, very good.
Yeah, look, and we do, as we said, yeah, there's a Hex Flash. That's going to be a possible dead. Karma, there's the Make It Rain. Karma using Flash Ignites happening up there. Although Nautilus tanking a few tower shots, Karma packing a punch.
Yeah, I mean, took a little bit more there, but they got the flash out. At the end of the day, I think that's a fair trade. And they got the plate, that's fine. Klax is hitting these like Make It Rain's not very flush. It's like he thinks he's playing Bygod, just leaving them on the edge. Oh, the tether.
There's another tether where Nautilus close by. Carmen not having a completed item as
a
of
nice
yet.
little emote there. What you doing, boss?
Get out of my lane.
Yeah, please leave. I'm a top laner, and what are you doing there?
Sedge and North currently working on the Rift Herald. The assist me pings coming out from Plague Dawn, though. They know this is happening.
Will they get the inside?
Don't think Wu's going to have the chance to move. No, that will be a free.
You need to get out of here if you're ATK. You got the jewels. Leave. You know, don't stick around for the police to come and show up. Get out of there. Go crash that mid lane, top lane, wherever you want to crash it. Maybe top lane since your bot lane's already there. And in conjunction, you can probably take the towers.
I mean, that would be a good one.
But we did see Plague Dawn rotate on tower.
Yeah, so also the one nice thing with the, I want to say, recent updates is Rift Herald, the first Rift Herald specifically, gives you quite a bit of gold, and you can get quite a bit of gold off that Rift Herald, so it would be highly beneficial. Though we do see a massive engage coming out from Cho. Cho not taking any trouble here. Wukong in the backline gets a cyclone onto Sedge, and now Wukong's got to try and stay alive. He does manage to pick up a second kill there onto Nautilus.
Yeah.
Silas is still there. That will not be a dead Wukong, or will it? Misfortune picking up that kill. Silas taking tower shots as Sedge dies.
That's good. That's great. But again, Slayer, very slow to the party. He, like, chilling in topside jungle. What's going on? You need to walk. Orphic's there fighting for 4.5 minutes. And where are you? You know, get an Uber, go up there, and, you know, go help out your team. He's 0 for 2 in mid lane, which is already not great. Yeah, you're 10 tiers ahead. But the other guy's got 2 kills and an assist. He's been all over the map, and you've been big chill in mid. You know? Maybe he's scared because the one time he walked down.
Yeah, the one time he walked down, he got Sedge ulted. I mean, he has now finished that Luden's Echo, Luden's Tempest, sorry, which will give him a little bit more pushing power in the lane. Silas with the Everfrost completed, so Silas is going to be moving around looking to get those roots in place. We have seen a lane swap now as bot is top and top is bot.
Yeah, they like... These teams at this level, they like rotating, a lot of macro. It's not like a lot of people solo queue games where you're just chilling in lane. There's a lot of movement all over the show.
Unique coming and throwing the dredge line just to bring fear onto Orphic.
I'm still scared.
Senna's still looking for trades. No mana on the Senna though. Trying to fight Sejani.
And Sejani just walks away.
I mean, she doesn't even have a full item complete. She got the... what's it, Vampiric Scepter and the Threaded Dirk, nothing much there, to be honest. I think Eclipse build coming through here from Senna. So once that Eclipse comes through, I think there'll be a little bit more damage there. Shyvana burning Ghost and R in a fight bot lane by the looks of things. Another dredge line goes amiss as...
Now we always see these things keep ATK in the game. Is even if they're behind on kills, behind on objectives, they're always ahead in CS. Right? And that always keeps them ahead on the gold graph. If you look at it right now, you have a nice little 20 CS lead in top lane. You have a nice 10 CS lead in jungle. And you have a nice 10 CS lead in mid lane. And you have whatever the hell that is, 40 CS lead in bot. So you're winning all these lanes that you're not really supposed to win. I'm pretty sure Jakes is supposed to be ahead in CS in this lane. Like, how are you down 20 CS and you have the ranged champion?
I don't actually know, to be honest. I don't even know. Look, specifically with that Shyvana in the top lane. Shyvana's about a kill worth of gold ahead
Yeah.
with that 30 CS above. With a Rift Herald being dropped now, that's going to give Shiv some
Why
extra gold.
is she not saying that you actually get the gold?
She'll get the gold off the thing, it should be. Unless... Oh, no,
Don't
wait.
you have to be in range?
Tower plates have dropped already. 14
Oh.
minutes. Ooh, Nautilus
here's the
dredge
fight.
lines the wall as he does manage to get a route onto...
Sage ult.
So there's Wukong in the backline though. This could be a bit unfortunate for Misfortune as Wukong's just cycloning around. Silas now stealing North ult and he's going to get a 3-man knockup as Shivani returns the kill onto Wukong. But Wukong looking for, or should I say Silas, sorry, looking for that Sage kill. Shivani now in a little bit of trouble as she's facing 3 people and she will go down to Silas.
Victor fighting Senna on the back line.
Victor not going to be able to get
he's
this.
gonna
If he gets rooted, he gets dropped.
And here's the power of the triple tank setup, right? The triple bruiser setup, if you will. Your 80 games will never fail. Especially if you are a Misfortune that has about the amount of movement as a pillar.
No, I'm with you there. Duck playing really, really well, getting behind the line after being essentially routed by, or essentially engaged upon by Nautilus. This is Plague Dawn's third Drake, by the way. They are on Soul Point. Next Drake is going to be a massive fight coming through here. But yeah, Wukong doing very, very well, trying to get behind the lines, you know, break things out. Silas coming in from a wraparound from the bot lane. I mean, Plague Dawn are definitely taking it to this Misfortune here, as Clax has not much to do every time Nautilus is being his only engaged, you know. No, I want to say peel, no assists from Sedge to keep him alive. Everyone's just diving on and he's getting caught out. Although he does pick up the tower mid lane. That's some extra gold in the pockets there, almost even gold. About 800 gold difference, or 700 gold difference, sorry.
Yeah, and this is exactly what we wanted to see from Plague Dawn. Come out here, make it messy. Fight them. Bring something spicy to the table. Choke out the fort. That's a nice spice. You know, we like that spice. And Orphic, it has to be said, game of his life. No, I'm kidding. He's very good. Oh, he's always good.
Yes.
But, I mean, you're up 4-0. This is your game to carry now. Like I said earlier with Sedge, you are ahead. You have the kills. It's your duty to carry now. Same thing, but now it's on Orphic.
Duck finding Nautilus now.
Duck is finding a lot of ways to get
Duck
annoying.
could be in a bit of trouble. There's 3 members on, although that dash cyclone and exhaust coming through. The ulti gets Zonya'd by that stopwatch, and the bullet time will catch
lot of
him as
investment,
all
right?
5 members of ATK had to get to that fight to take out that Wukong. So Duck definitely being very annoying this game and getting in the face of ATK going, I will fight you at any turn we can, even if there's more of you than me.
Yeah, Duck just finding a lot of ways to be frustrating and annoying to play against. If you walk into any bush and there's just a guy bonking you, you're like, oh, just leave me alone.
Yeah, and specifically for this Misfortune, he keeps getting caught out by Duck. I mean, that's one way to tell Clax, get Clax annoyed. Like, guys, protect me, keep me alive.
Please. Like, where's my team? That's basically what he's saying. And then his whole team showed up. He literally, 5 people showed up. Yes, Clax, we are here. Do not worry.
We will protect.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, but that's a lot of investment from the side of ATK for 1 kill, right? Not a lot of investment in terms of summoner spells or ult, but you know, a lot of investment in terms of time. You had like most of the members of Plague Dawn, except for Duck, just free farming while they took the, 30 seconds to kill the
Kill the
monster.
Wukong, yeah.
Yeah. So if this is looking very good for Plague Dawn, even just after that kill, the gold is still close, but keeping in mind how well Plague Dawn scales, if you're on even gold by 20 minutes, it has to be said it's in Plague Dawn's favor.
I definitely feel that way, especially depending on how big Cho can get after. I don't know if Cho's eaten any champions as of yet, but I do think he's been eating quite a lot of jungle creeps and minions themselves. As we do see a massive engage onto the north, trying to use the Dreadnought to get away. Cyclone stops him in his place, and Raven will pick up that kill. And Wukong just doing a little Cyclone dance as he's trying to get to this next Drake, which should be spawning in a few seconds.
Yeah, and this is Soul Point, like you said. Well, this is Soul now.
Yeah, this is Soul. This will be Hextech Soul for them. They're going to be...
You have to fight this if you are the side of ATK. You kind of have to. Or are you confident that you
have
leave
to.
it?
You kind of have to fight it. There we go. Feast is up. He's eaten 3 minions, 3 monsters, and 2 dragons consumed. So they have been funneling his feast. He is going to be packing quite a punch as Silas grabs a tower in the bot lane, so some extra gold going over to Plague Dawn.
Yeah.
There was something I was going to say now, and I lost my train of thought. Yes, with regard to Drakes, sorry, the soul point, you have to fight as 80k. You have to fight here, otherwise you're going to basically have static shiv on all members of Plague Dawn, and that's not really something fun to play with, you know.
I mean, if they lose the soul point, it's pretty much you go next.
Yeah, I think, well, depending, you know, it could be a
I
toss-up.
don't think
Soul
it's-
point for Baron.
The thing is, this is a trade 80k makes every day of the week, right? 80k has this thing, and they've been doing it since I can remember. Is if they're weaker, we're not going to fight you that. Let's trade objective.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? But if you're Plague Dawn, you're like, no.
We take it back.
Yeah. You ain't
We'll
doing
fight
it.
you at
Yeah.
both points.
You're not doing that.
I mean, at the current moment, the way Wukong is playing, Wukong could probably go as just standard Baron by himself. And particularly when we do see a team fight going on here in the bot side as Wukong gets a Cyclone onto two members on, and that's Misfortune dead again as Cho'Gath gets stunned up, and Silas, I believe, is onto Victor, trying to get him killed there. I don't know if that heal came through. Shyvana picking up the kill onto Silas, so not really surviving there. Nautilus now in a bit of trouble, and Shyvana's just going to look to use her speed to get out of there. Three members chasing her down. She is going to get rooted. The tether comes through as well. That is a mantle tether, so she's going to be sitting there for a while. The Rapture not going to pick up there, and it does look like Shyvana will go down. Red Raven picking up a double there in that team fight.
Super well played from the side of Plague Dawn. We doubted them at the start, but they are playing super well. And it has to be said, 80k, where's your damage?
Exactly.
Where's your damage? If MF is dead the whole time and Slayer is just running backward trying to kite, no one's doing any damage.
And we do
And
see
there's
that
that
Cho's
soul
going to
point.
pick up this. This is it.
Just
Soul
FF
point.
go next.
FF go next.
If go next, I feel like that's the way to do it.
No, play it out. Move towards the Baron. You
Cool.
see, there's the Hectic
It's a
take going
tournament.
out.
It's a tournament.
The
We don't
grand
FF.
finals. Can't
Yeah,
FF
you can't
here.
FF a grand
This
final.
is that's just cheeky. Can't
This
FF.
game's kind of lost, I'm not going to lie.
But this is what we wanted to see in the grand finals. We wanted
Hey.
to see the teams take on
Bigger
each other.
leads have been thrown.
Exactly. And here we go. We got the Baron power play now. Cho is moving on his way. Wukong has just reset, so Wukong's not going to get there in time. Cho deciding to use the Hexacade. He's going to get behind.
Oh, they're going to just collapse on him.
And
But he's
he's a big Cho, but he's going to big Cho. The
Oh.
bullet time from Misfortune hitting Karma, but Karma being tanky as anything,
Clack's having
surviving
a
that.
terrible game. Clack's like hitting one person with a bullet time, not what you want, right?
I think that was just a moment of if we can kill one. Although Wukong's on Clax again, the exhaust coming through, but this is an easy kill for Wukong. Ulti's coming through, and he just gets smacked.
Oh,
I mean,
this is terrible.
Silas stealing Sage ult. Ulti comes through, hits Victor. Silas jumping onto that instant delete
No,
there.
it gets no damage.
And now there is exactly no damage as Karma
is Baron.
solos Nautilus in the top lane battle of the supports there. Karma being a little bit overpowered at the moment. I mean,
Yeah.
Moonstone and Redemption completed and still being able to solo Nautilus is not really how it should be. Baron started now for Plague Dawn. And this
Yeah,
should be an
this
easy
is
take.
all Plague Dawn right now, and it, as you said, playing super well. You know, taking advantage of the fact that, you know, 80k just seems a little offbeat. You know, they look pretty good early, but not great. They didn't look flush. They didn't look clean, is the word, you know?
Yeah, I'm with you there. We do see Sage moving up, but I think he's just grabbing blue. I don't think he's going to try and take the fight over Baron.
No.
Do you, in your opinion, would you here just essentially not say open it up and make it free for them to just push the base down, but kind of make it like speed up so you go to the next game, kind of try
Oh,
it
no,
again?
never, no. You always
Play till the end, hey?
Yeah, you always fight. Because the thing is, people throw leads all the time, and people do dumb stuff all the time, right? So look at all these shutdowns on the side of Plague Dawn, and they are partial to getting caught out. Right now, it looks like they can't put a foot wrong. But one of these greedy things from Duck, like he got caught in the jungle earlier, you do that, then, you know, you run it down the middle, you run it down to an objective when an objective is up, you know, and you force Plague Dawn to fight you. It's a 4v5. You can win something like that. Is it gonna happen like that? Probably not.
Not.
Probably not. These teams. The thing is that these teams aren't that dumb, right?
No, 100%.
So
I'm with you there.
you would think you have a 4k gold lead when you 4k gold lead
Okay, yeah.
when you have the scaling on. You're 25 minutes in. You would think this should be a very simple way to close out this game.
Oh, as you see an engage coming onto Silas there. Silas not rooted by the ulti, but he will get stunned up as Nautilus is there grab. Nautilus ulti drops. Ulti onto Nautilus. Javon are now looking for something, but the blast cone will keep him alive as the rest of Plague Dawn are taking towers in the top lane. No one responding to that. There's a 3-man push in the top lane with Baron, and 5 people are trying to chase down Silas in the mid lane.
And that's 3 ultimates used by the side of HK, so now you can't fight. Like,
Stuck for the next one.
yeah, exactly. And again, this should be a super simple thing to close out. These are master tier players, some of them. They should know, okay, put 3 people here, 4 people here, 1 person here, whatever the case may be, right?
Ready to, what's it?
You could do 3-1-1, or you could do a 4-1, or whatever you want to do, or 3-2. You could do a bunch of splits, right? Especially with Karma and Silas, stuff that has...
Oh, we see another engage from Wukong. Wukong, was that the... Oh, there's a bullet down that actually might work, but Wukong just flashes out of that. And he just turns towards Misfortune tucking tail.
They're just so tanky.
And this Cho'Gath is just massive. He's just walking through towers, absolutely no issue. Misfortune tackle the punch through there. Will possibly drop him. If this Rupture lands, this Rupture does land, and Red Raven will pick up the kill. And that is
very well
an
played.
ace for the side of Plague Dawn.
Yeah, and again, it's just compounding. Oh, you gonna hit? I was about to say what? So
That's how games are thrown. If you take that last tower shot and don't shield yourself.
So the big thing is, right, and I said this at the start, triple tank setup. You need something to do something about it. These bruisers just jump on your backline. Your backline's dead. Now you're fighting, you can't do anything.
Do you think for game 2 they should go for a more, I want to say like a safer ADC, something like an Ezreal maybe? GG, well played.
And that is game 1. And it goes side of Plague Dawn. Not what we necessarily predicted, but, you know, looking at the draft, triple tank setup, like we said, not that surprising. Especially because you let them get there. You let them get to the point where they are so tanky, they jump on your Misfortune, bonk, 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 spin, 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 good night.
I mean, Clax put in a lot. Clax put in a lot of work there on that Wukong.
No,
sorry,
Duck.
Sorry, my brain. Clax is being beaten by the Wukong. Yeah. So Duck put in a lot of work on that Wukong. I know we did see ATK take the first blood. We were like, okay, this is kind of how we were expecting it to go.
Yeah.
ATK going to start steamrolling. Sedge 2 kills in, doesn't really do too much on the map to kind of, I want to say, help the rest of the lanes to get ahead.
Yeah.
And then the next thing, here's Wukong running it down.
Wukong and Silas, like we said, the mid-jungle duo of Plague Dawn is super strong.
Exactly.
And they're stronger than ATK's mid-jungle. You saw it multiple times. Ulfik is in a lane before Slay is even halfway there.
Yeah, Slay's still farming the minions.
Exactly. So get Slay on TF so he can just TP there when he realizes 5 minutes later the guy didn't recall. You know, so it's it's good. It's what I like to see. You know, and this is exactly what I wanted to see from Plague Dawn.
Yeah, something very exciting, very different, everything going well. One of the things that I do think about as well is the for the second game we were saying, you know, would it be, or do you think it'd be a good idea that ATK grabs something a little safer now so that Wukong doesn't...
No, just ban the Wukong.
Ban the Wukong.
Ban something that can't jump on your backline. That's the main thing. But we are doing a giveaway.
Yes, we are.
Okay? And the folks here at Mettlestate, the nice people here at Mettlestate, is doing a giveaway of a JBL Quantum 200 headset. It's nice. I don't know if we have a picture, but it's nice. Google it, okay? It's a nice headset. So what you have to do to enter, in chat, put in what is the word?
Who is the most broken champion?
Broken, unbalanced, unfair, unnecessary, deleted from the game champion. Put it in chat. If you put Timo, you're wrong. You're bronze. Get out of bronze. It is, after that game, I'm saying Wukong.
I mean, original overcharged rise for me, to be honest.
But that's already out.
Yeah,
right now.
You said if they're out before.
Right now, it is Wukong. Wukong looked disgusting in that game.
Yeah.
So put it in chat, and we will announce a winner. When do we announce it? After the game.
Yeah, it's
after all the games.
The next...
No. After game 2, we announce the winner.
Yes.
Okay, so put in chat which one. Okay? And if it's a bad answer, I don't get to pick, but if it's a bad answer, I don't want to pick you. So put in a good one and give a reason. Okay, and then we're going to take a quick break to before game 2. And yeah, we'll see you there. Put in the champ.
Don't put mustard.
Another to my light, did you feel us? Another start, you fade away. Afraid our aim is out of sight. Wanna see us alive. Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Was it all in a fantasy? Where are you now? We were imaginary. Where are you now? Atlantis, under the sea, under the sea. Where are you now? Another dream. The monster's running right inside of me. I'm faded. I'm faded. So lost. I'm faded. I'm faded. So lost. I'm faded. Where are you now? Where are you now? Under the bright but faded lights, you've set my heart on fire. Where are you now? Where are you now? Under the bright but faded lights, you've set my heart on fire. Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Atlantis, under the sea, under the sea. Where are you now? Another dream. The monster's running right inside of me. I'm faded. I'm faded. So lost. I'm faded. I'm faded. So lost. I'm faded. So it's not easy, I must admit. They really don't want you to see. They don't want you to see. But when it's dark at night, it gets harder for them to lie. When the city's sleeping, I collect their secrets buried in my mind. Will they ever see the light? When the city's sleeping, I hear all their secrets. You would lose your mind if you knew what's inside. When the city's sleeping, when the city's Lately I've been losing my direction. I know, 'cause I've been trapped inside this heart of mine. If you could let me out of my body, this feeling's got me out of my mind. Without you, without you beside me. Without you, without you beside me. Lately I've been losing my direction. I know, 'cause I've been trapped inside this heart of mine. If you could let me out of my body, this feeling's got me out of my mind. Without you, without you beside me. Without you beside me.
Of the Mettlestate League of Legends Challenger Series final. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Smashed it. Okay, we are back. Game 1 went to Plague Dawn. Surprise, triple tank setup worked.
It did
very
work for
nice.
them. It did work very, very well for them. We didn't expect it to be, I want to say, that way for the first game. We did kind of think ATK would bring more to the party, but we cannot fault Dux Wukong. I mean, Dux
cannot.
Wukong was absolutely disgusting, and I will say that he kind of, in a sense, carried that game to be so successful for Plague
Definitely.
Dawn. And I'm very excited to see what happens in game 2, but I think that Wukong we're not going to see on the map unless ATK steal it away.
And that's a good pick to steal away because, as we know, not a very big fan of the Wukong. He
100%.
likes that. He is someone that has abused that champion since in the early days. So that would be a good thing for them to take away. I'm assuming they're going to be red side. So we are going to go into champ select now. So let's see what they do. Do Plague Dawn ban it away? They banned the Gnar. I'm assuming they're going to stick to the same ban since they get game one.
Yeah, so I think they're going to stick with the same bans. We already see that Gnar and Maokai taken away, so that's Yogi's Maokai.
Stock standard.
Veigar being taken away as well. So we are going to, we think we are going to stick. I think it's that third ban we got to look at. That Wukong's going to disappear. We do have ATK on red side and Plague Dawn on blue side this time.
So do you leave up Wukong as ATK and hope they don't first pick it? Or do you just ban it away and be like, no thanks, we just don't want anything to do with it?
Your
Never
question
mind.
answered. You
Thank
ban
you.
it away.
Ask and you shall receive what?
Exactly.
Receive an
You
answer.
you ban it away. I think it is blue side gets first pick, so
Yes.
rather not take that chance and have the first pick. Wukong did a
Exactly.
lot of damage and stuff like that in the first game, so rather just take it away, make them, force them to take something else. I don't want to jump the gun here, but you ban Wukong, you basically opening the door for Olaf.
Yeah, but Olaf was banned by the side of Plague Dawn the previous game, right? And Olaf, yes, annoying, but you can see the thing coming.
Yeah.
He turns all red and runs straight at you. Whereas Wukong is all sneaky, comes out of a brush, knocks you up, ruins your day. You know, that's not what you want. So they're like, rather not. What did they replace that ban with? Do you remember? What was it in game 1?
Ooh, I can't remember.
And there's a Silas ban as well. It's like, your
So
triple tank
respect.
setups, go away. Right? Now you have to play other things. So we'll see what Plague Dawn answers with. They love triple tank setups, and they have a bunch in their locker. This isn't the only triple tank setup they can run. They have stuff, like I said, Graves, Kane, stuff like that they like to run. That is also annoying. And Silver first picked, wasn't banned, left up.
Was the ban left up, and now we see
And
ATK
Ornn.
grabbing that Ornn we spoke about earlier. The Victor coming in yet again for Slayer.
I mean, he wasn't bad on it, but he didn't do much, if we're being honest.
It's basically farm simulator from the Victor, to be honest.
Yeah.
A couple of, I want to say 1 or 2 involvements in a gank or 2, but nothing much coming from him. He did move or rotate slower than the Silas was, but now with that Silas out the way, he might have a better opportunity against whoever Plague Dawn picked to counter him. That's
True,
Silver,
but
though.
Orphic has a bunch of stuff. He can play
Swain.
Swain.
He can play Swain.
And Swain is very good. And again, a tank.
Exactly.
We're just going to keep seeing some tank stuff going on. Do they pick the Cho'Gath again?
I don't think you go for a Cho'Gath here with the Silver. Ooh.
Sona, they left it up. If I'm 80k, I like this. Not another tank thing.
I'm also happy with this. Although we still have jungle and top lane to choose.
True,
there's
they can
tanks
still
coming
triple
out
tank.
there. I think Yogi's going to be very happy to have his Sona, but again, lowest base HP, it's very squishy. You pick a very hard engaged top
Where's
lane.
the Twitch? I want to see the Twitch.
ban.
Twitch is banned. Damn it. Okay, so not that. What AD carry do you pick into this? You can pick a bunch of stuff into it. It's not like Silver is annoying and very strong, but there is a bunch of stuff you can pick into it.
I know from one of the past recent games
Then
they
they
got
made-
Misfortune.
I don't. Misfortune against Swain ain't gonna be fun.
No, not really. I mean, low mobility champion, there's the Olaf ban away, so they're not going to let that Olaf go through. Low mobility champion Misfortune against someone like a Swain.
Do you ban the Karma?
Ooh, out of respect, maybe.
Just
but
because it's annoying. And
It
it makes just stuff be able to run at you faster.
into Ornn, though, I mean, Ornn
The laning
doesn't-
phase wasn't a problem for Jetlust into the Karma. It was more later where the speed ups, you know, all that, the constant
the
tether,
utility, yeah.
it can be very frustrating to deal with. I mean,
There's
yeah.
the Karma ban, so the
You
respect
know,
for the
I
Karma as
know
well.
I know these people. I know how they think. And they think very like what happened just now. it's very recency
Yeah, we don't want to
biased.
do that again. Let's not.
Like, what was annoying in the last 50 minutes? That thing. Cool, ban it. So, okay. Ban coming in from Plague Dawn. They've banned essentially exactly what they banned the previous again. It's exactly what they
I
banned
believe was the Olaf.
for the Twitch.
Yes.
So, only thing they changed, I mean, why fix something that isn't broken, right?
Exactly.
But Plague Dawn did what we wanted them to do. They brought something spicy. They hit 80k in the mouth, and they're like, "Listen, this isn't just going to be another final. You're going to have to work to
Yeah,
win this
you're going to
final."
work for this one. No, 100%. I do think that was their mentality, and like we said, the Renata glass coming out.
Nice. And unique, pretty good at Renata.
I mean, that's a couple of good people you want fighting each other, specifically that Sivir. Once Sivir starts to scale up, gets the damage out, Renata ultis her, she turns on her own team, that poor Sona is going to be stuck and just get smacked in the face with constant crits.
Yeah, that ain't going to be fun.
Yeah,
And there's the Cho'Gath again.
Cho'Gath
But
again,
this
so that-
time, probably top lane.
Probably top, possibly jungle.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Cho'Gath jungle in a very long time, but
And
that's
just clear so slow. That's a Vi jungle. And that's again, Misfortune is gonna hate himself. That's gonna suck. Unstoppable ult. Good luck, dude. Duck is just basically saying, I'm going to be on your face every game for this final.
No matter what happens, you're not getting away. You're not going to have a chance to break an ulti here.
Last pick, jungle, Karthus.
Karthus.
I like it, some damage. You know,
Wouldn't be my pick, to be honest. But the Karthus in
I
the
like
jungle.
it.
I like it, yes, but I just find it's another squishy champ on your team for Vi.
I mean, Ornn is such a damn big front line, to be fair. But a Vi, just going to be like, hi Ornn, bye Ornn, walk
But
straight
also,
past.
Vi passive, breaking armor, be breaking him down, a couple of shots come through. We know Sona's going to be running something that's going to also help shred armor. Sivir can shred a tank quite nicely. Swain also quite filthy with the shreds. Cho'Gath, I wouldn't say tank destroyer, but definitely can stand 1v1 in a fight with a tank.
Yeah. I mean, it is definitely tough for the side of 80k this, but it's way better. You're not going to have your mid lane and your AD carry get blown up, and then you're sat and we're
With
like,
no
what
damage,
now?
yeah.
Right? If you ignore this Karthus, and if Not gets ahead and gets 2 kills like he did game 1, now he's got something that he can actually do something
And
with.
he can punish with. That's
A
a
lot.
nice thing. That Requiem can be very, very dangerous. And specifically, we did see in the team fights, Plague Dawn was getting low HP, but there was nothing to basically deal with it. Now you've got that Requiem, and Karthus does have the afterlife.
Yeah.
So you can land a couple of Qs, throw a Requiem, and then the next thing, there's 3-4 members gone. So objective control,
Exactly.
things like that. There's going to be a much smarter, I want to say, Plague Dawn need to play at a much smarter level now, knowing that Karthus can make an impact if he gets ahead.
The global pressure of the Karthus ult is something you have to keep in mind the whole time.
Exactly.
You think it's just a nice old 2v2 bot lane that you're fighting, all of a sudden, and then you're dead.
The start
You
of
just
two.
see this thing coming from top, you're
Rod
like,
of
no,
ages.
please, and then you're dead. And that's going to be a big impact. Impact, what did I just say? But I do want to see, does the Vide punish this Karthus jungle? Because you can, counter jungle it early, annoy it, make it hard. And we've seen Slayer is very content of just sitting under his tower. So if Orphic gets lane pressure again, like he did the previous game, he's going to be the one who walks first. And this Karthus is going to have a bad day. And you have to think, Dark is a Masters. He's played against the Karthus. He knows how to counter it. So that's what I'm thinking. You kind of have to bully him.
I do agree with you there. I think it would be very, very good, but it also means the tracking of the jungle. They've got to get wards in the jungle, make sure that they know where Karthus is going to be at any moment, or have an idea of where he's going to be, so that they're not just running into the jungle wasting time.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So it's going to be a lot of, I want to say, higher level thinking for this game. Not to say that they're not thinking on a higher level in general, but just a higher level of gameplay that needs to come out here from the side of Plague Dawn if they want to take advantage of having a very, very strong jungler.
Very true. But also, that taking into account, these high-level, junglers, they kind of always know where the other jungler is. I've sat and watched, Peanut, right, who's like a Diamond 1 jungler. He's like, the guy's there. It's like, how do you know? It's like, no, he's there, trust me. It's like, okay. And then you go check and he's there.
He's there, yeah.
These guys, they've been jungling thousands of games. We're not talking about a guy that just started jungling yesterday. We're talking about a guy that does this for money, as a professional, and they will know where people are. So if you take advantage of that, you can punish Not. And the thing is, Karthus from behind, useless.
Absolutely useless.
That ult that does 100 damage is basically just like, why are you in the game? Quit.
Although I do think I previously have watched Not play the Karthus, that I want to say openings that's created for him to get a few early kills, things like that. That can be a very good possibility, specifically, I want to say, from the bot side of things.
Yes.
We are looking at the Sona. We are looking at a Sivir. Yes, Sivir can spell shield.
But Sona's free.
Sona's free. And you have...
And Solar takes damage so easily. You can basically just throw a wet napkin at Sona and she will fall over.
That 100 damage ulti from Karthus is basically Sona's HP bar. So you've got to pay attention to things like that.
Yeah.
So Plague Dawn's bot lane is going to have to play a lot safer this game. They can't be as, I want to say, they should be aggressive, but they can't be as aggressive. They've got to start to keep the wards up. Pay attention to what's going on and not get caught in a situation where, as we saw, there was the one gank, then the second gank, then the third gank. You got to watch that sort of thing as well.
100%. And the thing is, knowing when the mid laners are moving, that's a big thing. But we have seen Yogi on Sona in the semi-final, and he took he ran it down a bit, right? No, let's be honest. He took a lot of, because the thing is, like, you walk up and you poke. Cool, yes, you're poking, you're doing damage. But let's say I do 200 damage to you, and you do 100 to me, but I only have 1,000 HP. Now I'm just dying all of a sudden, right? And he kept just running it down.
All right.
And now we are in. Are we going to see another invade? That's the question.
I do think we're going to see something cheeky here. Possible something happening.
Ooh, a nice little stack.
Although
Probably
Plague Dawn-
expecting that Plague Dawn was going to do something again.
Plague Dawn being very comfortable with their five-man start. They know the point. They're comfortable there. So in a very precarious, or I want to say in a precarious position there, if a handshake comes through from Renata. I don't think that's the case though. But
Do they just late invade here to put down a ward? No, they're just going to be like, okay, cool, they didn't invade. No, what? Okay, Slayer, what? Hello?
Vi dropping her ward in a pixel brush, going back, grabbing that sweeping lens.
Yep.
Minions have spawned.
Restock sand. Not doing the same.
No,
Not.
yeah, that's a difficult one, for sure.
But that is pretty standard on Carthus, because you don't want to be invaded. So you don't really care about the sweeping lens. You just actually want vision to see if there's a Vi is coming to, you know, annoy you.
Yeah, bug
Which
you a
Duck
little.
is very good at. A very annoying guy. Not as in game, obviously.
We
I'm
do
kidding, I love
see
Duck.
the summoner spells there. If we have a look, we see Clax running that exhaust.
Again.
Again, yeah, he's very
Didn't help him a lot the previous game, I'm going to be honest.
I mean, stopping a Vi here with an exhaust might be the way to go, but again, we'll have to see how these fights turn out. We do see the Ghost on both Red Raven and Orphic, so that's going to be a very fast
Slayer.
Sivir and a very fast Swain.
Player not opting for the TP this game, going for the Ghost. I'm sure there's a reason behind it. These people are very smart. Some of them smarter than I am, some of them not, definitely. But that's going to be interesting. Hopefully he's going to roam more with it, or just want some movement in fight. Because, again, a Vi just pressing R on you, not a lot of fun. You know?
No, it's not going to be the greatest thing for you. And specifically with the, I want to say, single target damage there.
Yeah.
Grab something, I mean, Renata, Fortune, Carthus, or Victor, sorry.
Oh,
There's
again,
a nice
that's what I was
handshake
talking
on
about.
Yogi there. The Ignite, sorry, is down. There's a flash forward from Clax, and Clax will pick up
First
that
blood.
first blood. Red
Are they
Raven
going for
now
more?
Exhausted. Can Unique grab another handshake? No, cooldowns are still a thing.
Exactly what I said. Like, Yogi likes to walk up and take free damage. You're taking free damage against the best bot lane in the country. What's going to happen?
You're going to get...
Yeah, it's going to be maximum damage. You're going to be dead. Right? And now you're 1-0 down already in this lane. That's not what you want.
2.5 minutes in.
Yeah, and that's not what you want. You don't... And they're getting a free reset.
Oh, Jake's in a bit of trouble here as people seem to, doesn't matter what level you are or what rank you are, people seem to forget that Ornn packs a punch.
Yes, sir.
Especially with the Bellows Breath.
Yes. And Jetlas, the original Ornn abuser. Right? Everyone playing Ornn now, basically just copying.
Ooh.
Oh!
Karthus looking for this free kill possibly. Does get knocked up with a Rupture and Jake's just casually walking away.
Jake's
100
losing
HP.
a lot here because of that. And that's the thing, right? Like I said, Jetla's known for his Ornn. And I'm not meaning like known in small circles. People whisper about this at bars and they're like, have you seen this? The guy's Ornn is insane, right? He's won a championship with Ornn. You don't want him on Ornn, because not only will he hit, like, he'll probably whip his ultimate because it's something that he has to aim, but he'll still triple kill in a team fight somehow. The guy's insane. Like, he's the best Ornn in the country, right?
I believe so, yeah. I look at things like being a top laner myself and looking at certain things. People just forget that Ornn packs a massive punch. It's just one of those things you're like, oh, he's just a tank. Ooh, as Duck is now engaging on Clack. But it does look like he's going to pull back. Sivir not there in time. Last flash burn from Duck there to try and pick up the kill with no summons in the bot lane for both teams. But
again, he's just trying to lend a hand here in bot lane, like, because otherwise this lane would be over, right? Now, Clax has lost some HP, had to pop both of his refillables. So, you know, at least there's something for this bot lane. It's not as scary anymore. The HP is in the advantage of the side of Draco. This is a massive wave.
it was a big wave for Ornn.
You can just go walk and get a free ward, but it's Jetla, so he's probably not going to do that.
No,
No, I'm
gonna,
kidding. He is going to do
He's
that.
got, there is some decent
Deep
wards there. He's
ward,
got
just pop it over the wall.
there you go.
Where I
Gonna
told you
spot
where to.
jump. There we go. Gromp and Blue. Vaz on the way up there with
Very proud of-
Karthus
I'm
might
very
get
proud.
caught out there. He doesn't. Oh, he's just going to steal that Gromp away. I was going to say might get caught out there if he's not comfortable enough. Although they do know that
Well-
Zetlus is on the run.
But they also know that Vi just ganked bot and reset. So, okay, you got the timing right. But you don't want a 2v2 fight this if you are 80k. Like, not like Karthus level 5 is kind of still useless. To be
Yeah,
fair.
I would say Karthus before one item is
Yeah.
slightly used, especially with it, Leandri's Lamin coming in, or Leandri's Torment, sorry, coming in. Then if that changes the game.
Lane gang.
Dark, we're looking for a lane gang counter for Orn. Karthus
Ooh,
is
nice
nice
flash.
flash from Jet there, as he's gonna possibly get slowed. There's nothing. Rapture, just fancy feet walking it away. That's the situation. Karthus, Jake's in a lot of
it?
trouble here.
Cannot hit a Q.
Dark picking up the kill on
No,
Jet.
he cannot.
Jet not landing the Qs, no mana, and Dark's just gonna smack him until his armor breaks. Some auto attack battle.
Ooh.
Ooh, but cheeky there. One more.
Ooh.
Refillable to the
Oh,
last.
yes, Slayer, he
Slayer's
roamed.
moved.
Can you believe it?
Slayer's had the chance to move. There's the ulti coming through, and a
If
couple
he-
of shots.
oh, now he knows thing is there as well. He already used Ghost.
Yeah,
Um,
I think he used
yeah,
Ghost to get
Ghost
to
get up.
lane, to be honest.
Hey, I'm impressed by Slayer. He moved. I'm very impressed. That's good, and that's a free kill for him. That will go far in his lane. He's about 10 CS behind. The opposite of what we saw the previous game, where he was ahead the whole time in CS. But there is a big way for him to catch, and that's my name. I am the caster.
Sorry.
No worries. And so we see again the lane gang could work, but we just said you don't want to have a 2v2 as Karthus and Orn versus like Cho'Gath and Vi. But to be fair, if not could hit a Q, fighting bot lane.
Again, trouble again, as he's
He
low
did.
HP. The Ignite coming through. Renata
No.
looking for the splash
Flash.
forward Q, and Unique will pick up that kill, but Duck is around the corner. Got to be careful. No
No
level
ult.
6. He's just used the only speed. The handshake from Unique to just say go to your friend, and it's still.
Go to your friend. Leave me alone. Stop touching me. COVID restrictions, which isn't the thing anymore. But that is just like, yes, leave me alone. And like, if he had 6 there, that could have been dangerous.
If Vi had 6, I think it was a much different.
Oh.
Much Unique being a bit of trouble. Exhaust coming through. Handshake into the wall. Duck in trouble. Karthus is here as well.
Bit
And
off a little bit more than he could chew.
This could be a
Oh,
thing.
that's cheeky.
Smite on the Drake, let the Drake kill. Ooh, as Swain has now joined the party. Unique in a bit of trouble here. The damage
it.
coming through. Uses the W to stay alive a little bit longer. Gets
Ooh.
the kill, which means that it will keep him alive. Ulti's coming through from Karthus
That's
now.
not bad damage. For
Not
this
bad at all.
Useless ultimate,
I'd say about 150 damage.
more or
Maybe.
less.
Somewhere around there.
But like, again, that's what I said. You don't want to fight in top lane, and then they went for the fight, and what happened? But to be fair, not couldn't hit a Q to save his life, and he was out
no
of mana.
No mana.
But he did miss 2 of them. We saw that.
I mean, you're going to get that, what's it, Tyler 1. Where? I have no mana.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a much better play from 80k in certain degrees. Ooh, Jason, Deathless having a bit of a
Hitler's
fight.
always up for a scrap, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
Horn, Call of the Forge God. Does he hit it? No, the Rapture comes through.
of course he
it.
misses.
And as you said, he's got, there's no aimbot there. So he loses out.
If it's something Jetlas has to aim, he's gonna miss.
It's going to be a bit
And
of
there's Duck in mid lane. Did he
Slayer
ult?
burning Ghost
He
and
did ult.
Flash.
Yeah, Vi used ult. What is it for?
I want
Something stupid. Vault Breaker, no, that's
no,
W.
that's the W. I think it's Unstoppable Onslaught or something along those
No,
lines.
that
No,
sounds
that's
weird.
Unstoppable Onslaught is Scion. I don't know. I can't
Yeah,
remember off the top of my head.
it's something stupid. I remember, but these names are all stupid, kind of. But it's funny. I love it. Requiem is a nice one.
Requiem is nice.
That is a nice one.
I mean,
16
bullet,
HP, come on.
bullet time is a little bit cheap for this Fortune.
But it's time for bullets. That makes sense, you know what I mean?
I mean, I would have made it make it rain and then made W, or what's it, E bullet time, in my opinion.
Okay, well, you don't work there.
No, I don't work for Riot, no.
It's
Not
the
at all.
reason they're successful. And they know what to name things. Let's say that. Not really. But again, this bot lane going kind of like we thought, right? Yogi, again, walking off for no reason. Way too far. And that's why he keeps dying. He wants to be the one training. He thinks this is season 2, Sona, where you're the one out training everyone.
Yeah,
You're not.
I don't think the damage output's the same as it used to be.
It is. The
other
problem
hand,
is
though-
everything just has more HP than you.
That's true. That's very true. On the other hand, though, we do see a 75 CS Karthus there, 2 kills, 0 deaths, 200 gold bounty, and that Leandri's Anguish is finished, which means now
Yep.
Garthus is going to start packing a little bit more damage there behind those Qs and other things. Unique waiting in the wings up,
Just waiting and see if Vi's going to show up, which he is.
Vi waiting in the
Ooh.
other brush. Slayer could be in trouble here. No, just a recall, reset.
That's something that is so underrated and something that Unique is probably the best at in the whole country is counter ganking as support. Just walking up. Your AD carry doesn't need you right now. Right? Instead of recalling when you're not on a buy, instead of just wasting your time sitting there, he does something proactive, walks up. It's like, cool, I'm not even going to gank. I'm not even going to show myself. But
just
if
there.
someone else is going to come in here,
Oh, Red Raven and Yo-Yo getting in trouble. There's the ulti from Renata and not hitting the Sivir, but hitting the Sona, and Sivir gets ignited as well.
80k just basically saying to Yogi, that champion belongs in Season 2, please don't pick it. Or keep picking it, because
Works for us,
maybe
yeah.
they want.
You pick it, it works for us.
Later, that crescendo is going to do a lot though.
Ooh,
that
that-
crescendo is a massive AoE CC.
Ooh, we've got Duck taking
Ooh.
on Slayer here in the mid lane.
No,
Ulti's
no
coming out,
summoners on Slayer.
and Duck's just
Yes.
going to pick up a quick, easy kill there.
And you know, since the new Vi like update that happened a while ago,
Yeah, I would say about 2, I think it was...
no, that does not do enough. Oh,
Oh,
Sivir was low.
Sivir,
We didn't even see
though.
it.
We weren't paying attention
That
to
was in
Sivir.
bot lane, for those of you wondering. But Sivir is dead. We can confirm. You can see it on the left. Ghost ain't gonna help you against a ghost that
Well,
is
no,
causing.
quick question, now that I think about it. Doesn't Sivir's spell shield prevent the Requiem from landing? Or is
Yeah,
that
I'm
changed?
guessing they called it. I'm guessing they called spell shield down. And then off.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking about the best of the best here. We're not
No,
talking
I'm
about
getting
you
you. I'm
know
just-
your
just seeing
bronze
what it-
games.
Okay. Shots fired. Be nice.
I'm joking. And again,
Ooh,
Jet loves.
Jackson,
Jet loves
at it
him.
again.
Oh,
Ooh.
does he hit it?
Call of the Forge Guard.
Oh, he flashed,
He does get it.
but he's dead.
Duck now there to counter.
Oh,
Will Jet get away? One hit.
oh, he's gonna turn this.
Oh, gotta be careful.
Careful, that is a very colorful Ornn. And I like how Jadlos, it's literally a corridor. The guy can't dodge it, and he self flashes to ult.
I mean, better be sure than that.
No, I think he was going. I think he was going for style points.
I think it was the flash to get the knock up as well as get the Bellows Breath proc as well. So possibly make sure to do one shot.
I don't think Jadlos thought that far. The thing is, you know, I'm down to give credit. Ooh,
Ooh, another engagement. Fortune.
spell shield down.
Ooh, Karthus flashing forward for this. There's the bullet time coming through. Red Raven just hiding in the
You're
little
just
corridor.
dead, brother.
And there is.
It seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, Plague Dawn kind of, you know, annoyed 80k into picking it up a little bit. in
Yeah, no,
game two.
100%. I think Misfortune's here, and I think after you saying Clax was having a rough game on Misfortune, he was like, let me show you what I can actually do
Yeah,
on
I think
Misfortune."
Clax might have listened to the stream and be like, Jan, is it? And now he's like, you know,
Now I'm going to show you what it's worth.
I have known him for 10 years. I've known most of these players for 10 years. So, you know, they might just be like, I'm being annoying, so they need to shut me up.
Yeah.
Hey, and he's doing it.
I mean, I will say one thing. I am starting to see a lot more objective control and objective, I want to say, urgency coming out from ATK
Yes.
this game. They are definitely working better on the Drakes, working better on things. They were like, okay, let's see how the first... It's kind of like they were saying, let's see how the first game goes. Let's see where we can pick up, like, our socks, if that makes sense. And now they're here, and they're like, okay, so that's how you want to play? Let's play.
But that's always what it is like in a BO5, a final, right? Speaking as someone who's been in a lot of them, coaching a lot of them, casted a lot of them, the series changes a lot. Ooh, what? Oh, Red Raven. Oh,
Red Raven uses spell shield
baby
there.
girl.
He could be in a bit of trouble, but the handshake comes through, and the damage
there's a
just not
flash,
enough.
though.
There's another
Here comes an
ignite.
ult. Attack your friend.
Oh, and now they're going to just attack each other, and that gives back some time to smack Sivir to death. And a double
And a
kill.
double on the Hands of Clack. He is really punishing Plague Dawn for that Wukong.
100%.
He's be like, you annoyed me.
Yeah.
Now I'm Brett Whitehead, and I'm gonna shoot you. Oh, you know.
But this, I think this is another thing, is that they lost the Wukong in ban.
Bot
but
lane is
now-
0 for 9, by the way.
Exactly. You know, they lost the Wukong, and now they've got the Sona, and it's like, okay, we can punish you now, so let's do it. And like, I mean, Sivir is, Misfortune is currently 5-0-4 with a 500 gold bounty on her way to possibly get her next item, and possibly going to be unstoppable for a little while until later on.
And after that previous gank from Vi, like 5 minutes ago, she went to go buy milk and has not been back. She left and she's like, nah, that bot lane looks scary. Because I'm telling you, if I comes bot lane now, she dies too.
Probably.
It's
I
just
mean,
like
most
inting more
probably.
gold into Clax. It's like, but you know, in that, if you want to climb as a jungler, they say, don't gank losing lane.
Yes.
That's exactly what
That's
Duck
exactly
is doing.
what Duck's like. I'm not going back.
Yeah.
Yogi
Oh,
can be in
Yogi
the
is
middle
coming
of
to in top lane.
Clax, though. Oh, that is. Sorry. Yeah, Jetla's not being able to get the knockback. Clax
I think he
is
was
busy working
silent. to be fair.
Clax gets absolutely
Ooh,
taken
shut
out by
down.
Duck. Was that Duck? No.
Mm-mm.
Jake's got the
Jake,
kill
yeah.
onto Clax.
There's
there.
flank going on here.
There is something happening in the back here. Victor now running away. Duck could be in a bit of trouble. Dashes over the wall. Gets the safety. And I think this is
All
a
this
rift
time,
fight.
Red Raven free farming bot lane, by the way.
Red Raven free farming, but Clax is still 2 levels above him.
Yeah, but he just gave away a 500 gold shot down there.
That's true.
Yes.
Although 2 Jakes who kind of needed it.
True.
Who kind of needed that 500
Yeah,
gold.
at least it didn't go to like the Vi or the Swain or the Sivir, right? And you don't want the Swain to like get strong. The
Yeah.
Swain can 1v9. The thing is
Easily.
annoying. It's super tanky, does a bunch of damage, and then you just and it heals the whole time.
Yeah,
It's like,
you
can
can't
you just stop?
Fighting a losing battle against
Exactly.
that thing.
And as someone, you know, who knows someone who literally one-tricked it to master tier, the thing's annoying.
Very frustrating.
You know, frustrating champions to play against. But we haven't seen... Orphic has been surprisingly quiet this game. I mean, it's only been 16 minutes, to be fair. But
Scaling,
16
scaling.
minutes, 5k gold down already. Brother, you don't have no mid tower. You're only ahead 20 tiers. Now, this time it was Slayer. Again, maybe they listened to the cast. Or Kiddo, their coach, or Kyle Slater. By the way, congratulations. Him and Fern had a baby.
I did
Congratulations,
know,
everyone.
Congratulations to you, bud.
Can we have claps in chat? Congratulations. Oh, it's Kyle McLeod now, by the way. It's not Slate anymore. Anyway, about the game. Like, maybe they told them what we said, and now they're doing it. Because, you know,
Yeah.
Slayer's moving around the map. He's using his right click to move other than the mid lane.
the 4 corners that kept him in the mid lane.
Yeah, which I'm very impressed by. And it's exactly what we wanted to see, and that's what we saw. But like you said earlier, they might have felt them out game 1, and that happens.
Oh,
It's a
but
BO5.
it is one of those things,
Yeah.
you know, you've got all the time in the world in the best of 5. You're like, let's actually not give away the game, but let's just see how they're coming to play today.
Exactly.
And, you know, we've got time to come it back. It's not the end of the world. And again, it is a finals, you know. We all want to see a best of 5. It is one of those
That is
things.
true.
It's, I want to say like a hype moment, a build-up. Ooh, there's a flash from
No, he's
Jetla's
just gonna
now.
walk out.
Possibly going to get caught up. The Rapture is going to catch him as well.
Oh,
There
no,
is
he's dead.
Yogi here as well. And Jakes will pick up another one with a chomp, I believe, onto the Orne.
Where did they finally gold into Jake's? And the thing is, 2 ults for that kill, is that worth it? If they get the thing, yes.
Yeah, I think they're going to go for Rift Herald now. There is wards on it though, so 8K is going to know what's going on. But 3 members of 8K sitting on the bot lane here looking for Orphic. Orphic being very smart just to back away a little. That control ward and the other vision in the firebush, they're keeping him safe. I think he saw them move through, to be honest.
Yeah. How nice are these graphics, by the way? Can we just shout out to the graphic design department of Mettlestate who did this? Sorry, I just fell in love with it for a second. I like that it's green where they get a point. You know, it catches the eye. It's good. And they do get Rift Herald, and they're going to crash a top lane, it seems like.
Cho's already taken top tower, so I think it's a bit of a
Well,
waste. Maybe
they're
crash
going to
mid.
crash it to the second one.
Oh, that could
There's
work as
only
well.
one. There's only a poor little Orn who's going to
Oh,
die.
Orn just warded. He's going to
Never
use
mind.
his dash to get away.
And he's got the double. His Bella's breath to just walk out.
Yeah, so we're going to crash into... Well,
They
we're
need to
gonna
back off and defend this,
This-
because otherwise this can be an inhibitor.
This possibly could be looking inhib tower, depending on how much damage this Rift Herald will get
A lot.
to. And Cho'Gath, I want to say, is at that stage where he's kind of tanky enough to take a few tower shots, so he can kind of defend. I mean, that's a half-broken inhib tower now in the top lane.
That's going to be a very weak point for 80k now. Now you need to have this wave shoved out the whole time.
Yeah,
Because
now
if you get caught like sleeping here, they can just take it in a full crit.
But that's another thing. Now you invest in one person to stay up there the whole time, constantly catching that farm, pushing it
Now
out.
you just need to take that tower and shove out the wave every now and then. Right? Jetlas has TP. He can do it. Going to be very slow to do it, but he can do it. You know, Dragon is up. No, they already took. Oh, 80k already took Dragon.
Dragon
Okay.
number 3. So we
They
have
took it
Mountain
while
Soul.
that top. So they basically traded a tower and more than half HP of the inhib tower
For the Drake.
to put them on Solver. That's a fair trade.
I'm with you there. I mean, in 10 seconds till Baron spawns, looks like we're posturing her, getting vision.
Ooh, Duck, don't do it.
Duck is grabbing onto tracks. This could possibly. Ooh, never mind. The exhaust comes through. The flash bullet time from Misfortune to kill the Sivir. That's Sivir out the way there now. Red Raven not
He
doing
hit
damage.
most of the wall. Oh,
Yogi and Duck very low.
Oh, he doesn't. Okay, he backs off. Interesting.
Orphic
He
not
probably-
getting into that fight.
No. I think he saw the Swain, whatever that thing's called, and then assumed Swain was close and backed out.
Ah.
But, yeah, he could have easily picked up the Yogi there.
Here's another Call of the Forge guard.
Does
knock.
he hit anything?
He did not. No. I think he might have knocked Swain off. But Jake's looking to be an irritation also in the top side of the jungle fight. Yeah,
Must
man
be-
knock up in the back there. That was a great rupture. Orphic could have been in a little bit of trouble. He's being chased by Victor's ulti.
Ooh,
Mai in the backline though, getting onto Not and
just
to
gonna get
Clax.
killed. He's dead.
And Swain is there, Sona picking up the kill onto Misfortune, but he gets absolutely deleted by Ornn. As now it is a 2v3. Yogi and Jake's just trying to get them off the Baron. They have been successful. They lost a couple of champions, but they did get them off the Baron. So, I mean, kind of worth
I mean,
it.
the gold's still close. It's still a 2K with, like, that in it. And I'm not really sure how. Like,
The
where
farm.
are they getting... No, but 80K is a hitting farm. Mid lane, there's, like, a little bit.
Orphic, I want to say, what, 20 CS above?
Yeah, but that doesn't keep...
Nah, it doesn't
There's
keep
10
above it.
kills and 3 dragons. Oh, it's the objective bounties.
Yes.
That's a
Two
stupid
towers.
mechanic, by the way.
I mean, I
It's
think...
like a comeback mechanic when they weren't even that far behind.
no, I know, but I mean, it's kind of worth it to a certain degree. And I
As
mean,
a spectator, it's fun because it keeps your team in the game.
exactly.
But if I'm like the team winning, I'm going
Yeah, I'm maybe a bit angry when there's this gold funneled into something again that I've been murdering.
But I mean, that
Golden.
gold went to who? Does it go to everyone?
No,
Or just to the people that were there?
bounties. No, everyone, the whole team.
See, that's tough. But
But I mean-
Silver, 0 for 5.
To be completely
I
honest,
thought you said Silver is good. Why is it 0 for 5 then?
no, I mean, Siva's having a rough time here.
No, I'm kidding.
Can we just talk about unique on the 1, 0, and 10?
Not
Oh.
going up it.
Not looking for Jake. The
What?
damage does come through. TP cancelled for some reason. I think the stun came through, or the stun was
No,
come through,
stun
so they
doesn't
do.
come through.
Oh, you can't cancel TP. What happened there?
Nothing silenced him. Does Victor ult silence? I think it does. Yeah,
I
it
think,
does.
I think the initial drop, yes, but I don't
Yeah.
think consistency.
Yeah, but it silenced them and that's what cancels the people.
Possible.
And this
we do
is
see 80K fighting
Free
Baron.
Baron.
Swain and Vi pushing bot
No,
lane,
they're
and
just
that's
gonna
gonna
try
be
and
in
trade,
for
yeah.
Baron maybe, or
No, not
in
in it,
tower.
just a tower. Yeah.
Sona shoving in the mid lane as well.
Now, enhanced recall. Slayer's gonna shove out top.
Back
No,
in 4
it's not.
seconds, yeah.
The team is yelling at him, come here, lead the way. Stop going for CS. But
Don't
he's like,
need
guys,
the minions.
guys, I'm half a wave off of my next item. He's like, come here.
So they do manage to pick up basically
towers.
all outer towers. or
And, yeah,
all outer towers beside of Plague.
tier 1, tier 2, done.
Done, yeah. But they lost Baron. And 80K being quite strong at the moment. I don't want to say overly strong, but you've got Drake spawning.
Exactly. But the thing is, like, great for Plague Dawn, right? Get a lot of map pressure. Yes. But one fight you lose now.
100%.
Because they're Baron,
They're probably going to
they're
get
on Soul
sold here.
Point, and it's a Mountain Soul.
Yeah, I think I want to say a little bit
Yeesh.
greedy. I kind of want to be
Not
like a little
greedy,
bit
they couldn't
greedy to
fight
push.
it.
No, but I'm saying I want to be a little bit greedy to push those towers as far as they did and not recall, get ready for the Drake and set up.
Oh, yeah.
But with Drake spawning, and I
mean,
believe it's about
they
20,
have enough time, yeah.
20, 25
But now,
seconds.
look at that. Oh,
Oh, massive
Jake's
bullet time
dead.
coming through. Jake is down.
kill still
As
by
Knots on a
Knot.
rampage.
That was a kill still. We all saw it. This is the interesting thing. Look at where Plague Dawn's bot lane is.
Pushing that top lane,
Right.
putting that in it.
So they're going for the inhib. Fine. Okay.
Ornn and Victor
Whatever.
did recall. So did Renato. So
Why?
it's a 3v2 here.
Oh, they just want to kill him. Okay. How about Yogi?
yeah,
Oh.
Yogi's going to get away. W.
Easy though? Yes.
Doesn't have crescendo.
Whoa.
Use crescendo. Victor
Ghost.
chasing. Oh, Requiem coming through. This could be quite a bit of damage.
Not
Never
enough.
mind.
Got a Dark Harvest stack though. You know,
80
so worth it.
100%. I mean, 80.
Like me and an A-Ramp. Worth it. Wait for the Dark Harvest
Dark
stack.
Harvest stack.
I
It's
inked
like-
it.
You only
but I
fight for
got
the
it.
Dark Harvest stack.
Slayer's just going to keep going.
Yeah, you can chase. You've
Like,
got all the
come
time.
here.
And that's probably a dead Yogi. That is
I
definitely
would
dead.
be so mad
If you can chase-
if a Victor chased me from inhib. dude, all the way to my tier 1. Like, leave me. Can you not see? I
Why
do not want to
me?
talk to you. Leave me alone, man.
In the meantime, the ATK did pick up that mountain still, so they're going to have a couple extra shields. That
There's too much happening all over the map.
It's a bit hectic right now, yeah. As Duck dashes in, but immediately gets exhausted. There's the unstoppable onslaught as now Klax is going to go down, and Swain will pick up that kill onto Klax, but there is TPs and stuff coming through. That looks like it's going to be Ornn pulling through, but Ornn gets knocked up instantly as he comes in through the TP. And I mean, not a bad fight.
No, no.
Klax is shut down, taken away from him a little. I think he was on a shutdown. No, it was not. I was looking at Not's name. Not still sitting comfortably on a shutdown. Victor sitting
Thank you,
comfortably.
Observer, Mr. Observer. So there's the lead bot lane isn't even that much. It's 1,000 gold for Klax. It's even in bot lane, even though Yogi's 1 for 6 somehow. Mid lane also 1k gold. Jungle 1, almost 2. Top lane
2.
Jetlu's at 1k gold behind. Very surprising. If you look at the scores, right, and I don't show you the gold, you would not guess that the gold is
that
this close.
yeah.
Because in my mind, if I'm 0 and 5 as a meta carry,
Although
you should not have. I should not be having 2.
You're looking at 7 towers to 3. You
Yeah,
know,
true,
1
true,
Baron,
true.
Rift Herald. You know, the things like that. It all packs up. I mean, it's not like
the towers and the objectives,
Yeah.
or the objective bounties. That's like 90% of it. But you don't see that really in game.
No.
You just see the scoreboard. You're like, we're 6, 19 down.
yeah.
Let's see if it's it. Of
No.
course not. Jetla's about as accurate as a stormtrooper.
How do you duke Jetless stand still?
You don't need to. He'll just miss. Again, everyone, I love Jetla's. Know him personally. Well, I know all of them personally. I keep saying that. Before I get like in chat, Spartan is so mean. Not
the
mean, he
Requiem
misses. I told you he's going to miss.
You see the Requiem being burnt, but not a lot of HP taken away. Sona down to
They
about
just wanna
half
get
HP.
them
There's a
off the
bullet
tower.
time and a make it rain, but they're
Demolish.
just going to grab the tower, demolish them through. And it doesn't look like Plague don't want to fight us really. The crescendo did come through onto Klax there, but Klax is still alive, just punishing whoever's
Yeah.
coming up. And this could possibly be GG well played if Red Raven and
Klax liking taking a million tower hits. And Jetla's is like, I like fighting.
I'll still follow you.
I'll follow you to the death.
Fly in a bit of trouble here as the damage does come through, but not enough.
No. Gotta. No. No. And pause. We just like this animation, guys. We like to see that what it's like, you know. All the work for the animation is good. I think it is something to do with the client.
Yeah,
we
I
all
think they have
know.
a client
Small
side.
indie game company, by the way.
I mean,
Oh, there we go.
oh, there's the dash through. Klax just smacks him with one solid auto. We're not
It's
all
like
Jakes,
Superman
though.
punch.
Actually, we didn't even notice this. Jakes has had all the time in
does
the world
not
to break
matter.
through. He's got all the time in the world to break through their inhibs as
If I'm
Sipper
if
is
I'm Red
still
Raven,
alive.
I'm yelling, recall, recall, they're gonna end.
yeah,
Like you're not gonna outpush this.
5-man. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, the Red Raven.
Jetla's whiff again. He didn't even hit the.
No, he wanted Raven, man. Let's be real. He wanted
No,
Raven.
he wanted to troll.
This
And that's
is gonna be
GG.
GG well
game
played
2.
to the side of ATK.
That, I mean, I enjoyed that.
That
thoroughly,
was a good game.
right. And again, we saw the first game was a little bit like very close, very like whatever, right? But
Yeah.
also a lot of fighting. This game, a lot of fighting. I feel bad for the observer. There was fighting everywhere. You didn't know where to look, and just a good game. Klax coming back, being like, "Oh,
This is my misfortune.
yeah. Have you? You can't go invisible, and you aren't now impossible to exhaust. Now you run at me, and I just exhaust and hit you for free." I feel like that. You know, that felt good for him. Slayer having a way better game.
Much better game, rotating a lot better this time, being in the fights, being able to move up to that top lane. That one burning ghost and getting to lane fast enough so he could literally push out, get up. I mean, a much better game or much better play style from ATK this time now around.
Yeah, definitely. And this is the ATK that we thought we were going to see, right? I do think we are going to announce the winner of the giveaway soon. I'll wait for someone from production to tell me. But yeah, this is the ATK that we thought we were going to see, right? This is what we expected.
Yes.
Now, like we said in the game, in a BO5, if you're the stronger side, usually what you do is you come in, you're like, what have you prepared?
Yeah.
Show me what you've done. Like a parent, that kid comes from preschool. What did you draw? What did you do?
Yeah, what did
Come
you
show
do?
me
Yeah,
what
exactly.
you prepared. They showed, hit them in the mouth immediately. It's
Yeah,
like, cool,
precisely.
is that what you planned?
It's one of
Now
those
I ban your whole comp.
It was one of the things, like your pocket pick being Wukong, for lack of a better thing,
Yeah.
because that Wukong did absolutely so much in the first game. Now he's taken away, and it's like, what do we do? You know, okay, we can replace it with a Vi, but Vi didn't have the same impact that Wukong
Not even
did.
close.
Nowhere near. You know, we had the Cho'Gath support, and now we've got
The
Sonar
talk-
support.
Yeah.
And it's
the
not
sonar
same.
took a lot of free damage.
Exactly,
Like
you know.
we thought it would. Because, you know, Yogi likes playing on that edge.
Yeah.
The problem is, when you're playing on the edge against someone that will insta-flash on you
And punish
and
you.
will throw elbows, it ain't going to be a lot of fun. You know?
Exactly.
And that's exactly what happened. So the thing is, right, you're going into game 3. As ATK, you're pretty comfortable. We like banning out your stuff, easy, right? But let's see if they do the same thing for game 3. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll see you soon. I don't know why they're singing that.
I looked over my shoulder, saw you walking through the door. But you're not the same baby that I once knew. It's like I don't know you anymore. I feel the haze washing over you and me. I look for light inside the clouds. Sometimes the rain leaves as quickly as it stormed in. Looks like the worst is over now. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. I don't know you anymore. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. I don't know you anymore. Ooh, I don't know you anymore. I don't know you anymore. It's always hard to say goodbye to the one person that's on your mind. But I can't waste my time trying to make you see you can't take back another lie. You broke your promise to me long ago, though I tried my best to believe. Said your sorry ways would disappear, but now it's time for me to leave. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. I don't know you anymore. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. I don't know you anymore. Ooh, I don't know you anymore. I don't know you anymore. Something strange in me. 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 I don't know you anymore. Something strange in me. Something strange in me. Something strange in me. I don't know you anymore. I don't know you anymore. I don't know you anymore. I feel like something's missing, running out of love. You're my one escape, and I can't give you up. Give you up, give you up. I just wanna hold you. I wish I never told you. I feel us drifting. Don't question what we got. Can we take another shot? I hate this distance. I want you to feel my love more than anything before. I want you to feel my love. Want you to feel my love. I want you to feel my love more than anything before. I want you to feel my love. 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 Even when you hold me close, you feel so far away. Far away, far away. Used to miss me, now I'm wishing things could be the same. Be the same, be the same. I just wanna hold you. I wish I never told you. I feel us drifting. Don't question what we got. Can we take another shot? I hate this distance. I want you to feel my love. Feel my love more than anything before. I want you to feel my love. Want you to feel my love. I want you to feel my love more than anything before. I want you to feel my love. Want you to feel my love. Want you to feel my love more than anything. Want you to feel my love. Want you to feel my And it's been a few months since I tried to. Maybe I'm scared I'll say the wrong thing. My apartment's been shaking from the weight of a heart that's breaking. Pretend I don't care, but it's killing me. I'd be happy for you if you say you're happier with someone else. I'll be honest with you, just the thought of it hurts like hell. Oh, this time you've been thinking I moved on, but you should know I waited for you. Even if I tried, I could never let you go. You should know I waited. I'm always waiting for
you still love me. Feels like you don't. I'm scared that I might. I'll be happy for you if you say you're happier with someone else. I'll be honest with you. Just the thought of it hurts like hell.
This time you've been thinking I moved on, but you should know I waited for you. Even if I tried, I could never let you go. You should know I waited. I'm always waiting for you. I'm always waiting for you. Oh, you should know I waited. Oh, this time you've been thinking I moved on, but you should know I waited for you. Even if I tried, I could never let you go. You should know I waited. I'm always waiting for you. I'm always waiting for you. Oh, you should know I waited. But when there's no
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Game 3 of the Mettlestate League of Legends Challenger Series final. Smashed it again, dude. I'm amazing at this. Anyway, so Game 1, we saw Plague Dawn. Amazing triple tank setup.
Yeah.
Ran over 80k, right? The Wukong causing a lot of problems. Then, Game 2, we saw all of that being banned away. 80k coming out very strong. Now we're heading to Game 3. Before we do that, we have a winner to announce. So we asked you, who is the most broken champion league? And everyone answered, but there can only be one. Now you have a lot of numbers in your name, and you know what they say about that. Don't trust people with numbers in their name, but we will trust you. It is Grom31234. Congratulations, you just won yourself a JBL Quantum 200 headset. Not an X1, just that. That's normal. We will contact you. Congratulations, everyone. Give him like high fives in chat. I don't know if you can do that. Just do one of these in chat. Okay. But
Golf clap.
yeah, golf clap. Like congratulations. Now we're going into Game 3. Game 1, pretty dominant from like the 15-minute mark. Pretty dominant from the side of Plague Dawn. Exactly what we wanted from them.
Yeah.
You know, come hit the reigning champions in the mouth. Show them, listen, this ain't gonna be easy. Game 2, we see thing going in, and now we're in champion select for Game 3. So, do we see changes in bans?
I think from some, I think there will be one or two changes. I think we're going to stick to a standard ban, standard pick ban phase, to be honest. I think we're going to see that Maokai, the Veigar, the most common things taken away. There we go.
Do they leave the Gnar up this time? Because usually they ban the Gnar first.
I don't think that Gnar is going to stay up. There's the Silas getting away again. They don't want the Silas to be played here. That Gnar, I think Gnar will come soon. The Victor being taken with some respect for
Slayer, can you play something else?
Yeah, that's true.
Because 80k is now blue side. They won the previous game, so they picked blue side. So now they get to pick first. Do they ban the Wukong, or do they take it for themselves?
I think still, hey, I would honestly, that's kind of what I'm thinking from. We did speak about the fact that Not is very, very good on that Wukong, so it could benefit him if he does manage to
There's a
grab it.
Senna ban. It's up. This is where you see.
The question is, as Plague Dawn now, do you ban the Wukong away? Or do you take the chance of letting it stay up and you go, okay, cool.
Conventional wisdom is, if you are red side, you leave up enough broken stuff so that if they pick one of the broken things, you can pick two.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't ban the Wukong, so I'm expecting if 80k has a brain, they pick Wukong. And they do have a brain. And that obviously.
Oh, we're seeing a Corki here.
I like it.
I'm quite interested on it. It is heavy. I want to say heavy scaling though. So looking at a late game. Ivan being Harvard, I mean, that's a question. I haven't seen Ivan in a very long time.
Do not pick Ivan. Silver, that makes sense. But after that previous, don't pair it with the Sona maybe.
Yeah.
But Silver's very strong. And Red Raven, the one thing I will always give him credit for, he can go 0-7 in lane and still be functional late game.
Yeah, and be like
and does damage
monster in
late game.
team fights, if that's
Yes,
the right way to put it. He
exactly.
can still do the damage in the team fights. He can still carry the
100%.
game from the team fight perspective, but
Definitely.
having a very bad laning phase.
Exactly. And we saw that last year where he played heavily on the Ophelios. Always lost lane. Always meant something in the team fight.
Yeah.
And that is again. And the Warwick, the Duck special, the one trick special coming out here. Now the thing is, Twitch is up.
Twitch is up. And Twitch counts as a server. They're on lock.
There's
in
the
there
on,
to be
and I'm
safe.
expecting a rot. There's the rot. I
You've been
like
calling
it.
it the whole time. Yeah,
I've
let's
just
go.
said in the break, the rot must come out, and now it's out. And now we're looking at a nice spicy game 3, because Warwick, annoying. And Duck on Warwick. This is a guy who climbed to Masters with Warwick.
Oh, there's Zach being hovered now. Zach locking.
Oh, that's going to be annoying. Where's it going? Top lane.
Ooh, possibly, maybe even Zach mid, question mark. I mean,
They can go Zach jungle on Jake's and then have Duck top lane Warwick.
That's
Because he
true.
has done that.
that's true. They can do that. I think
But on again, safe as houses. And we saw Deadlust based on the country. Right?
able to hold his way through most of it. So, and in
Does
the
tend to
second game, he
now
was
then.
picking up some decent kills there, being able
Yeah.
to trade out the trade
Lulu
out.
ban.
Lulu being banned
Well,
away.
Lulu 'cause it
Lulu
goes
Twitch
nice,
hand
yes.
in hand. That's very dangerous to have together. The
Braum.
Braum being taken away.
Brom is a counter to Ornn. But, I mean, why are you banning... It's not like Jetlutz is hitting his ult anyway.
Yeah.
Right? So, you don't need to block it.
Just went along with that one.
You know, they just ban it away in case Jet decides to hit an ultimate this series. So, third ban. Ban away another
Final
support.
ban.
Renata,
Uh,
Bard.
Something to pair with that Twitch Karma is not
Nautilus.
a bad idea. The Mumu, that's also a decent, a very decent band there. That double, that new.
But that
upgrade with the
Wukong is
double bandage
100% going jungle.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
yes.
It's
Ornn,
not.
Ornn in the top. I mean, Wukong mid lane faker players. Let's see something.
If it's not on it, there's no way you are in a team with not and he's not taking the Wukong.
No, I'm with you. I'm with
Yeah,
you.
that
but
guy's probably got over 1,000 games just on that champion. So if there's anyone that is, but let's see, can he live up to what Duck did? Because Duck was very proficient and very annoying.
we see the Corky band now because they hovered
But-
it, so they
yeah.
can't take it away. It's a smart play.
I
smart
like
play.
it. Corky can be frustrating
also
and it
just be a-
roams a lot.
It could also just be a bait though for them to pick something.
Mhm.
The Rakan coming out paired with that Sivir. I'm
Yogi's
happy with
Rakan
that.
is deadly,
I'm
very
happy with
deadly,
that,
and you
very
can
happy.
fight back. You have an engage, you have a way to get out, you have a little bit of a heal, and like he plays up very far. But this way he's got a way to get back.
Yeah, the battle dance being able to bounce back and forth.
Exactly.
Look, it's not paired with a Zaya, which would benefit him even more. But
True.
the Sivir still works very, very well.
But
So-
yeah, Yogi's Rakan, probably, in my opinion, his best champion. But like, I know people ban his. Oh no,
The
man,
rat
gross,
being paired with the
gross.
cat.
Rat and cat does not
And
go
a
together.
Vex being hovered now, that's quite filthy. This is going to be a heavy in your
The
face.
thing is, this can go very south for the side of 80k.
Mm-hmm.
You're picking stuff that makes more sense.
Ori, much better pick for, in my opinion.
Pick
for that
Oriana. No, don't pick it.
They're hovering
we
this
just
Vex.
got
No,
got silence
no.
staring at the Vex. No.
Yeah. Look, I think Vex benefits here.
Very
I
good.
I do think it is a very good pick. Obviously, depending on what they pick, this Lissandra is going to be a pain. Lissandra being an absolutely
This team fight from Plague Dawn is disgusting.
yeah. No, and you are getting essentially you're getting your 3 bruises. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Rakan's not really that much of a damage dealer, but he can tank quite a bit of damage. Lissandra
Same as
herself being able
Lissandra,
to
just
ult-
can waste so much time.
Exactly, and she can get
Yeah.
tanky enough where it's not just a one-shot kill situation. So, I mean, I'm
This is
liking
going to be interesting.
I'm liking the stack that that Plague Dawn is bringing, but it's the rat and the cat. You
Yeah,
can't- you
but the
can't-
thing is, like, okay, if Plague Dawn in Spotlight like they did the previous game,
yes,
and game 1, kind of. They didn't end that bad game 1, but game 2 definitely did. This game is going to be over quick,
yeah,
right? But you have a Rakan now. You have a way to fight back, right? If they get ahead, if Plague Dawn gets ahead, they are going to make it very, very hard. It's going to be hard for the side of 80k to get back in it. But they have the Wukong, which is the most broken champion in the game right now.
I
Or
mean,
seemed like it in game 1.
game 1. I mean, the Wukong is has been a very, very strong jungle champion in I want to say, this patch, if that is the right way to put it. But I mean, Yumi on a Twitch who goes invisible, I mean, that's just...
It's going to be frustrating if he just pops up, opens up. And the thing is, right, Warwick's going to struggle to get onto the Twitch.
Yes.
Because basically what he's going to have to do is hold on to his ultimate and be like, whenever I see the Rot, I jump on Rot.
Yeah.
You know, but that's easier said than done. Because what Klax can effectively do is just chill and be like, cool, I'm not going to open up until you do. And meanwhile, you're having the rest of 80k free hitting you. But they have a Lissandra. They have a bunch of stuff. They don't need to hold on to just the Warwick ult. So they can use the Warwick ult, engage on all of that stuff. As soon as they see Twitch pop up, it's a click CC from Lissandra.
Yeah.
And you're dead.
Press R.
You
I mean, it's no
is he
Vega,
gonna
but
run
it's
cleanse?
still possible. It could be cleanse. I
He
mean,
should,
it is
he
Warwick.
should.
It's Warwick, Rakan,
Lissandra.
Lissandra. I mean,
That's
Zach,
a lot of CC.
You got quite
But you can't cleanse Zach. That's a knockup.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's a lot of CC from the... And I'm not going to lie, I like this. I like both comps. But this is so into the hands of Plague Dawn's playstyle. Bunch of tanky stuff, bunch of team fight, bunch of CC, just annoy you into losing.
Yeah,
You know?
100%, yeah.
And it's just, I like the draft. If I was going up against him, I would be terrified right now.
I would be having flashbacks to game one. You know,
Yeah.
with this time it's a Warwick, not a Wukong, but I'd be having of that Warwick going to be very, I want to say, in your face, irritating, things like that. And look, I wouldn't say you have as squishy of a team that you did in game one with regards to the Victor and the Misfortune, but you are sitting with a Twitch who's pretty squishy.
Yep.
I mean, Yumi healing him will keep him alive to a certain degree, but not with everyone attacking, obviously. Then you've got things like the Vex. Vex kind of counters Warwick a little. Vex, as Warwick jumps on her, you know, she can fear him, and then it's basically game over. Warwick's gonna
But
be
with
feared
so
for-
many things that you have to, like, with so much CC, the fight can go horribly wrong. Like, if a Rakan engages with his ult, and then you have, like, the Zac in there,
Yes.
then you have the
Warwick
Lissandra
ult,
in there.
Yeah.
Well, you can keep the Warwick ult for
the
the
last.
end.
Yeah.
You know, for the one
could have
straggler running
full
away.
on running away, yeah.
Exactly. That means you are ceasing people for a good, like, 5-6 seconds where your whole team is free hitting. This can be... You don't want a team fight against Plague Dawn now. Like, even though you got a pretty decent team fight, the thing is, like, you can't run at AGK because they have the cat. The cat will just stun everyone.
Yeah,
right?
open the book.
Exactly. And you don't want to run at them. But if it's a Rakan, just instead of, like, charming everyone, and then you have a Lissandra on top of it, this is going to get spicy. And this is what we want in a final. This is exactly what we are here for. Some
100%.
spice,
To see
some
something.
fun games. A game where we can't call exactly what's going to happen beforehand, which is exactly what I want to see. You know, it's going to be
the
very
way
interesting.
you've been putting it, there's one thing that's for sure, and that is that there's going to be a lot of Call of the Forge gods being missed.
That is true. That and blood we are guaranteed to see.
100%.
You know, game one in a BO5, in a final especially, is always very, you know, okay. You know, people are kind of feeling each other out. There's not much fighting. There was a lot of fighting game two.
100%.
And I'm expecting a lot of fighting game three.
I'm kind of curious to see who gets first blood this game, because we've seen ATK take first blood in both games.
Bot lane. In
Bot lane, yeah. ATK being successful in winning game two, but does Plague Dawn go for a more of a aggressive approach now and say, we can get X, Y, and Z in this place, or we could possibly do this, kind of trying to, I want to say, funnel at least some gold into someone specific, for example, the Lissandra, or into Siva, to try and get them boosted just ahead a little bit more, so that they're not sitting in a situation where if something does go wrong, it's not the end of the world, or it's not like we need to backpedal and reset. It's more just that we can just get going.
Because they have been playing off the back foot, even game one, right? But game one, they had an automatic out. But let's see. We're going into game now, and an invade immediately from Plague Dawn, and then backed out. Oh, okay, no, they just dropped the ward on red. Just to see what is going on in there, you know? See where they start. They might, like, late invade it again.
It's possible. Vex is hanging around. I don't know if they saw Vex or if Vex saw them.
And we have mid-gap big in top lane now instead of Jake's. We did know that beforehand that he needed to leave after game two. So let's see how he does into Jetlust. Because Jake's didn't do bad, but he was behind on CS almost every time, right? And he wasn't having a great time. But he was good. He was very good on the Cho'Gath, to be fair.
I do think we're going to see a late invade. Vex is keeping an eye out though. Vex moving away, so this is going to be
If
not
they catch
seen.
the cat.
No wards. Looking for that grab onto. Think they've been spotted. No knockup comes out through there from Rakan, but there's a follow-up. Exhaust comes down. Twitch taking a little bit of damage. Yumi just going
They
to
can
bounce around
just
and
walk
heal.
out. Yeah.
And that's not going to be too much. Warwick just going to look to possibly grab the shred so they're keeping the leash. There we go.
Very lucky there that Klax walked back on that angle at the exact time that they walked
needed
in.
it, yeah.
I think he's a little lucky. Like a second later there, that's first blood. But I like the ingenuity, right? This is what you want to see from Plague Dawn. You want to see them go and take the victory, go and take the championship from them. Because if you're just going to play stand 5-5, it's going to be hard for you. We saw that in the previous game.
Exactly.
But this way, okay, cool, put them under pressure, throw them off their rhythm. This is not just going to be your normal run-of-the-mill game. We are going to come, we are coming for you. And I mean, I like the fact that I don't know if this was intentional, meaning like showing a different look for top lane so that Jetlas doesn't get used to his laning partner that he's playing against. Because that happens a lot in a 5v5 where you play against a guy like literally, if it's a 5-game series, 5 games in a row.
Yeah.
So you get kind of comfortable about his rhythm, you get a little, you know where you can outplay him, you kind of start seeing his weaknesses a lot more. Like, mid-gap big, I love that name, has the benefit of being able to have watched the previous 2 games and see where maybe Jetlas is weaker.
Weaker, yeah.
And Jet does not have this opportunity. So let's see if he takes advantage of it. I hope he does, because the top lane has been a little bit boring.
Oh, we're going to look for a little sneaky.
This is what I want to see from Yogi.
Not going to spot him out though.
Exactly. Now, this is why Yogi's Rakan is so good. He doesn't do it on... he didn't do it on Sona. He didn't do it on Cho'Gath. He's level 2 and is already looking
For something.
And I remember in the previous game, I praised Unique for it. This is exactly the top tier support plays I want to see. I want to see you roam. I want to see you go make an impact somewhere else on the map. And Yogi doing that to perfection.
I think Yogi's going to be spotted out now. Warwick close. Wukong
They have no CC though. He's just going to walk away.
Jump over there. And Warwick's having quite a nice double buff start. Going red to red, well, red to Raptors to red and then to blue, so he's safe. Not having a bit of a tough one.
Yeah, but it still seems, he's even on CS, but like, so it doesn't seem like he lost much. You know, so I mean, it's not an ideal start for him, but it's not the end of the world. Ooh, a little bit of a fight here.
Yeah, I do think it would have been worse had that invade actually brought the death.
Yeah.
I think that would have changed it a little bit more, but I mean, Wukong's pretty strong in the jungle, able to just walk around, do what he needs to do.
Botlane gang.
And we're going to see the knockup come through, the heal's already there.
Klax
Klax is
does.
invisible. Warwick running it down. Wukong is close by.
He
Gonna
does
get
have
the
flash.
exhaust. The stuns are going to be there's a cleanse on the Twitch, so he just cleanses that spear from Wukong. And now Nox absolutely destroying Warwick. Like Warwick Nox having to run away. The battle dog comes through again.
Nice.
And there's a flash forward from Red Raven. That's the first blood over to Rakan.
And double
kill in the bot lane there. That picks up Nox. And I think that's a little bit more beneficial for the side of Plague Dawn now.
Exactly the start that Plague Dawn needed. This is what they've been looking to do the previous 2 games, but they overextended and they got punished. This time, almost happened again, but, you know, they turn it around. Amazing play there from Yogi, knocking up the Twitch, and it was just all, you know, night-night from there. Very well played, man.
Slightly unfortunate that Rakan picked up that kill instead of Sivir, but I mean, Sivir with 2 assists, she is busy stacking the culling, 83 minions left to go through for culling, but not too bad. Mid-gap big being smacked around here by this very, very heavy Ornn.
But the funny part is, right, the thing is, the 2 assists isn't even the big deal. The main thing that's going to be a big difference is that massive wave that Klax lost there. This puts him behind on CS, and this puts him behind crucially on XP. Because now, like, they're going to hit level 6 first. This combo, level 6, like a Sivir Rakan combo level 6, how are you going to get away?
I mean,
right?
Speed ups, surprised Rakan doesn't have Ghost, to be honest, or Unsealed Spellbook. But yeah, I mean, there's not really getting away, unless your invisibility is on point. I mean, that was very close to getting away with the invisibility, but Warwick was there.
Well, he walked back up because Wukong was doing so much damage and Not was doing a good thing. So he walked back up. They were out. They could have disengaged. But then, you know, they overextended, and Yogi took advantage of it, and that's like a free 2 kills for the side of Plague Dawn. So how do you respond here if you're ATK? You're behind early, right? You're already 1k gold behind. You're not throwing anything out yet. It's still early. There's still a lot of game to play. But what is your plan here?
For me, it's kind of one of those things immediately like, you want to get Twitch ahead, but I wouldn't want to force the ganks into the bot lane or force pressure in the bot lane, if that makes sense. I know it would be a good idea to kind of just give Twitch a bit of time to scale. Look, he's got a big wave now that he can farm with no hassle. But I mean, possibly look to get the Vex a kill, or maybe even get Ornn a kill, get them a little bit further ahead. Do something like that. Possibly look for objective control. You've got Drake, which is live now. It is the first Drake of the game. It is a mountain Drake. And you've got Rift Herald spawning in 49 seconds. So you can play for an objective, but you need to start to figure where you're going to go first. Like, is the Rift Herald more important than the first Drake? I think Mountain Drake at the moment would benefit both teams. Mid-gap Big's having a bit of trouble here. Oh, there's the ultimate coming through, just bounced. He levels up in the meantime, so they give him a bit of extra HP. But it's just to basically get him off so he can kill minions.
Okay. Well played, man. Yeah, and I get what you're saying. What I'm thinking you should be doing if you're ATK, right? You should be playing towards the spot lane. You should. Because the thing is, you're not going to be able to gank a Zac or a Lissandra.
True that.
So you need to get pressure in mid lane, shove out that wave with, and then rotate for bot. You know, that's the only thing I can think you can do here, because these lanes seem so hard to gank from the side of ATK.
The question is, though, do you risk, for example, a dive with a Rakan ult? I mean,
No, you don't need to dive. I mean, right now, Silver is pushing in, you know, so they're going to be far up. And, like, Vex can engage from miles away.
That's true. Vex can do that.
So you can lane gank with the... no. Slayer.
Ulti coming through there now.
He does have flash.
Yeah.
She's got
Zac
flash
on his
out.
way as well.
Okay.
Basically, just
20
summon
CS
a
lead in top lane, which is not what you want to see if you're the side of Plague Dawn. But he is being proactive around the map.
Yeah.
Or at least trying to be. So that pressure all translates. Like, even if you don't get anything, getting that flash mid means something.
Yeah.
Now, if he's out of position, he's dead.
And if I'm not mistaken, Warwick ulti should be back before the flash does come
Way
back. So
before,
yeah, then that means it's a nice little easy gank there. Rakan's been moving up towards mid lane constantly. Zac moving down. I mean, you could look at a 4-man mid if you just catch the Vex out.
Yeah. And I mean, they did it game 1, dove him right under the tower, said hello. And, you know, Slayer was like, what the hell? why are you behind my tower? But yeah, the thing is, it looks like this mid-gap big player, you know, him coming in, he's roaming a lot. He's not going to just sit in lane with Jetlust, like, fight him the whole time like we saw Jags do in game 1 and 2. He's going to try and impact the rest of the map, which is a good thing because that's what Zac's good at.
Yeah.
Zac's good at hitting you with that slingshot from miles away. And it's hard to dodge and it's hard to see coming.
Yeah, look, and with Zac being who he is, you know, just bounce knocks you up, the slingshot knocks you up. You've got the, I want to say bubble grab, I don't know what it's actually called. But you've got the grab where he grabs you and a minion, throws you back together, then you're stunned. You know, there's a multiple CCs, plus you have the Lissandra. So ganking the mid lane would be a very good idea, but obviously you've got to be careful of that fear.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to have a double lane gank here. Wukong dash forward.
Oh,
there's the hook and the flash. Cyclone there. Sivir's going to get away, but
counter
spray and spray just smack away. The counter gun coming in. Duck is exhausted though. I don't think Duck can win this. Oh,
the
he
heals.
does! The attack speed coming through there. And Yogi might be in a bit of trouble. He's got to dash away.
And I mean, wait, they're going for it?
They're going to go for it. No contaminate there.
Oh, the bot. The bot kept him alive. Well played from everyone there. That was intense, right? And that just shows you, again, we're going to need to see some healing reduction in this game. Warwick is a menace. You think he's one hit away from dying. Wait. Will the passive get popped?
Mid-gap big.
No.
No. Getting health back.
Jetlust doing his favorite thing, tanking a tower shot. Like, Jet is super far ahead, but, like, mid-gap big looks very comfortable on the Zac. It looks like he's playing on the edge, right? And not, again, well played bot lane. And that's that sneakiness with that opening up with... Yeah, that's an on player for you. That's an on player. Just Belo breaths the CC, love it. Okay, TP being experienced in
Warwick
mid lane.
looking for something here. Jet is quite low. Warwick's going to flash forward, uses the ulti, the Call of the Forge God coming through, but I think he's going to get knocked up. But he gets taken away. Not is here to defend.
I mean, I'm proud. He did it. You know.
I mean, he was standing on the top of it.
Yeah, he was. But again, this shows you someone. If we say, okay, cool, not ooh.
Nice little battle on set to knock up Wukong. Wukong goes invisible. Warwick was chasing the right one, but then stopped. There's the fear coming through. But I think it's going to be good for Yumi and Twitch.
Bot lane shows up.
Yet again, that's a nice little
The guys,
double passive. Yeah, I was like double. There we go, double for Twitch.
Double for Twitch, yeah.
And that's big. When I saw Zach go down, I was like, oh, Zach's dead. That's a double easy. And then I was like, oh wait, there's more.
Good rotation there from them. But what I wanted to, just before they rudely interrupted me, they're going to also get the Rift Herald. If we talk about how good Not is on Wukong, which is very good, right? The guy's got thousands of games on it. We have to talk about how good Duck is on Warwick. He's got thousands of games on him. He's 4 for 2 already. He's got literally 80% of the team's kills.
Sitting
And
on
he's a good 1,000 gold ahead.
Yeah, 1,100 gold ahead. Looking very, very comfortable.
He can solo carry this.
Yeah, 100%.
He has to think, this is just like one of my solo queue games.
Yeah.
The problem is, these games are way harder than your solo queue game. Like, even at Master tier, the games are easier than this. Because here, the people are communicating so well. That's the first tower.
That is first tower.
First tower goes over to 80k, and that's a big amount of
Twitch picking an
cash.
extra 490 gold there.
We already, Yogi should pick this all the time. Because we already see he's 102. Like,
Way
the previous,
more comfortable on it, yeah.
way more. And he has a guaranteed out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, I messed up, I can leave. Right? Because he does tend to,
Get
play
excited.
on that line. And this way you can just jump off it. And the second dragon going to Plague Dawn as well. They are playing very well. And I'm really enjoying. Watching like a one trick is so enjoyable.
It is. It's actually very. I get exactly what you're saying. You kind of get that feeling of like, oh, I want to go and play this champion now, but you're
Yeah.
not going to be as good.
No, not close.
You just want, but you want to have that same experience, like that same experience. I get exactly what you're saying there.
Yeah, because the main thing is like they are just so proficient at it, and they've seen every variable of every different game in their like. I'm bet you these people have played these matchups 100 times, right? You take my. That's why the fact that Not lost his red buff didn't even seem to phase him.
Yeah, bother him.
Because he's like, I've played 1,000 games of Wukong.
Yeah, I know exactly what I need to
yeah,
do.
I've
This is
been
what-
here.
you
I've
know,
been here.
But I also feel like, I want to say at this caliber or this level of play,
Yeah.
these guys know exactly what to do no matter what the situation. Whatever goes wrong, whatever goes right, they know exactly where they need to be, what they need to do. Yogi might be in a little bit of trouble here, although it is a wet little fight.
He
Takes
just
the ward.
turns around. What a boss move. He's just like, cool, you're not going to kill me. I'm just going to take the ward and I'll bounce. Well played. But that's it. Again, I don't understand why Yogi doesn't play the champion more. This is, in my eyes, his best champion.
I'm with you, but I kind of feel like it's dependent on who you're up against and basically who your ADC is going to be. I mean...
Does it? You can play this with anything.
I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, but I don't know. Is Rakan still full meta or...
Not really, but is Maokai meta?
No. But
So
I mean,
what-
look, and in all honesty, I'd rather see a Rakan than a Maokai. Maokai
Yeah.
is not really one of my favorite supports.
I mean, his Shogun wasn't bad. It wasn't. But this thing is deadly.
I just can't wait for a big team fight. I'm
But
very
that's the
excited
thing.
to see
I
what
want to
the-
see how he engages the fight. Because if they open up with Rakan or with Zach,
either
to set
one.
up, it's gonna be a bloodbath, and it ain't gonna be fun for 80k. It's gonna be one of those where you can basically leave your keyboard and be like, well, okay.
Might as well just sit here. Although there's
Yeah.
a little engagement to knock
Yeah, but
now.
it's Wukong. That's the thing. Like, half these champions are so slippery.
Oh,
Oh!
engage. Cyclone coming through. 2v1 Vex. Also going very, very wide. Yogi and Duck and a lot of trouble there. Vex getting killed onto Yogi there as Duck will drop as well.
Ooh.
Was that Ornn picking up doubles there? I was going to say about to pick up a triple, but not takes that away from him. Mid gap big gets taken out for the second time this game.
And the only problem there was for Plague Dawn, first of all, they didn't start the fight. If you have this comp, ooh,
So they're now in a bit of trouble.
no, Deadlock's just, I don't know, headbutting him. If you are Plague Dawn, you need to start the fights. Because you have all the engage, you have all the CC. But if you aren't starting the fight, you're not starting the fight on your terms, which means Red Raven did, I don't know, a total of 0 damage
So
that
it
whole
wasn't
fight.
even in the fight.
Exactly.
There's
So
the ulti coming through. There's the dash and the knock up. The
There
charm
should be a
will
kill.
happen.
should
now,
be a
question
double.
mark.
Ooh,
Flash
good
away. Raven just
Still
chasing,
dead.
flashes off to get the kill there. Yogi can have to dash away. Cat still stays alive with about 10 HP in a dream
And
as
there's the
Dawn flashes over the wall.
And that's exactly what I mean. If you, as Plague Dawn, start the fight, your chances of winning it is
Much better.
way better. I was going to give a random percentage just to act like I know what I'm doing, but you know that is exactly what you want to see.
10% better.
Yeah, no, more like 50. You know, and that's what you want to see. But I don't know if it's ATK realizing that and then starting. That's why they started the fight there and not started it, or they just thought that they got a pick off. Ooh,
Warwick's on the hunt. That's a very low HP Yumi that's still
yeah,
hanging around the
that
jungle,
cat
but
might get nommed.
no.
Okay, you just
gonna
gotta
stop.
stick to the recall.
Recall.
But yeah, so I don't know if that's something that ATK like saw and like identified, or if it's just okay. They thought they got a pick there so they could fight. But if Plague Dawn wants to win these team fights, they need to start it. Because if they don't start the team fight, you're not like hitting people like while they're bunched up and while they're together.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you want to do. But if Yumi starts ulting first, they're not even going to get close enough to hit their ult.
Before the train spray comes out, things like that.
Exactly. And you're going to be on like 30% HP by the time you even get to the Twitch or to the Vex.
We do see ATK taking control of the towers here. They have 2 to none, and they have the 1 Rift Herald. The
Fanatic
next
Brush.
Drake spawns in 30 seconds. It is Ocean Soul, so this will benefit both teams very, very well. I think favors ATK a little bit more with that healing, although actually I lied. It could be Warwick more with the passive healing that Ocean Drake gives you. But it does look like we're going to get a fight here. Siva on her way down. I don't know if Siva was able to buy items. Looks like it though, sitting on 83 gold. The poke coming out here is quite immense though. Orn's going to look to this body block.
It's just a lot of posturing right now. A little bit of poking. Everyone looking for a gap. And again, if ATK want to win this, they need to start the fight. If Plague Dawn wants to win this, they need to start the fight.
We're going to see a claw.
Oh!
There's
Start.
not in with a flash.
Warwick
Cypher
already dead.
Warwick is hit, but a nice ulti from Yogi managed to catch his flash. And Slayer there as mid gap big. There we go, not mid big gap. Is taking on Slayer. He's going to have to run away. Yogi still alive. The flash forward to try and kill him, but Yogi a little bit faster.
That ward.
Grabs the ward. And Slayer's in a slight bit of trouble here if Zach can get on top of her. Will something happen? Slayer's still looking for that poke. Zach just tanking away. Shield coming through. Not
double.
Rakan will get. Oh, Rakan gets one.
Does he get both?
I don't
He
think
should, but the Orn is on
Oh
his
no,
way.
it's got double kill.
So the thing is, before that just happened, Plague Dawn won that fight.
Yeah.
It was a 2 for 3. And now it's a 3 for 4. So maybe a little bit overzealous there, going for it. Because the thing is, like, how much damage does a Zac and a Rakan really have? But they do get the Drake.
Yeah, they do manage to win out on the Drakes. This will be the 3rd Drake, so they're closer, one step closer to Soul. Wukong, Twitch, and Yumi on their way, though. Got to be careful with that train spray. Orn is still hanging around the corner. Are we going to see a full report got? No, we're not. We're basically going to back off.
Ooh,
But
gonna
you
go
need to
for
be
a
careful.
pick
Duck's going to be in a bit of trouble. As the damage is coming through, he gets suppressed. Does not. And
Flash. Ignite plus poison?
contaminate. Ignite plus contaminate.
Oh! That's so
Twitch
unfortunate.
poison. Gets
That's
it.
so unfortunate if you're dark. It's unfortunate if you're dark. It's
Very fortunate.
very fortunate if you're not.
If you're Glax.
Okay, ATK gonna go for the Baron here. They should jungler down.
100%.
But if you get too low, that jungler gets there way faster.
Yes.
Because with that bloodhound sniffing thing,
Yeah.
he's way faster.
Send to the hunt.
Okay.
Thrill
Thrill of
the
Lance.
hunt, yeah.
Like that. Oh, okay.
Oh, battle dance coming through there. Rakan only managed to get Vex, if I'm not mistaken. As there's massive things going on here. Klax getting
Klax
kill onto
taking a
all
lot
Vex.
of damage.
And Klax is still there. A double kill for
Still
Klax
alive?
as he picks up 3.
What?
A triple kill for Klax there as Siva has to back away and just run away from Vex there. Siva not having the itemization.
Klax should not be alive. He was literally melee range. Instead of shooting a crossbow, he was hitting people with the crossbow. And here comes Duck. Is he going to go for the steal? He is on lower
Siva's there
pick.
as well.
Ooh.
Siva picking up quite a bit of damage onto Slayer there. Needs to pay attention.
There's
Not
a lot
in a
big
bit of trouble.
fear.
Not goes down first now, and this could be a
Now you just back off.
Red Ravens 1v5.
Yeah, Red Raven will straight through everyone. And that was a big fear there from Duck. He literally feared all 4 of them.
Yeah, massive.
That's massive. So smart move from the side of ATK. It's like, okay, this is getting a little bit on the point of don't give Red Raven a chance to make a montage.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
It was honestly one of those situations where you're like, if the ricochets would just hit a little harder, having to burn through shields, things like that. So slightly unfortunate there for
This
Red
was
Raven
my
not
solo
picking
queue game, and I was Red Raven. I would flash in and die.
yeah,
I'd be like,
lost
this
long
is my
ago.
moment, and then flash in and immediately die.
Yeah,
Oh, they are getting flanked on.
They are
This
going
is
to
not
get
what you want.
So there's the clear coming through. The Everfrost does get the slow. Raven
Flash.
looking nice flash, and Rakan can just follow over.
And Jetlas wants to
Jetlas
fight,
flashing
obviously.
over.
He does not. He will have ult in like 5.
Zach not looking to move.
Oh,
As the
Vex
knockup does come through. That was very, very well played from Yogi now. He's in a bit of trouble, but Duck is Clash
Does
just
he
gonna
hit it? Does he
open
hit
up,
it?
And he will get a Jetlas stealing the kill with the ulti there. Duck manages to get a kill onto Vex. As
Oh,
Twitch
this
is
is
picking up a
looking
double.
bad.
This is just Twitch's
And he's
game.
just free hitting.
And he's
Triple.
just going to pick up a triple.
11 for 3 on the rat.
400
We said
gold
this rat
bounty.
is going to be a problem, and it's looking like it's being a problem.
Oh, it's going to be massive for him. They're just going to go straight to Baron. Lissandra's trying to get top tower.
Let's get this. Let's look at the gold. 2k gold ahead on Clax. He's got 11 kills. Mid lane 600 gold. That's about nothing.
Oh.
200 in the jungle. Top lane 2k gold ahead. Well, 5 kills on Ornn because he kill steals.
He's KSing with that call of the Forge Guard.
And he hit him while he was in the most narrow corridor on the map. But still, well done. And then support even. This, okay. I don't feel like 2 for 4 for 6 is an accurate depiction of Yogi gameplay.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Yogi's been able to keep Vex off
As well as
Silver.
5 for 7 for Duck.
Yeah. I mean, Yogi's playing his heart out here, keeping Silver alive, feeling for her, doing things that he needs to do. But it's just, Clax is ahead. He's got 3 items on Silver's.
And he hits through everyone.
And he's just, pray and spray opens up, and it's just basically the end of it for them. I mean, Ornn doing very, very well on his side as well, to be fair. 5-1 and 8, 500 gold bounty, 150.
I mean, he is the original Ornn lord, the
Lord.
Ornn abuser. But what I'm wanting to see here, right? You have all the pick-off tools in the whole world on the side of Plague Dawn. You need to start picking stuff off. The problem, you don't know where the rat is and the cat is the whole time.
Exactly.
So the cat in the rat, the cat in the hat, in the rat, on the rat, will just show up. You think you're picking someone off? No, they're picking you off. So this is where you need to start being a little creative. You need to get flanks. You need to catch Clax while he's just chilling here in mid lane like he is.
Moving through
Right?
lanes.
Catch him with that Lissandra ult. Orphic has been non-existent this game, in my opinion, so far. You've not seen much of him.
Yeah, there are a couple of Lissandra.
Same as Slayer, though.
Nothing much. Yeah,
Ooh.
another engage onto Zach. Zach's going to use
Nah,
the
he's
bounce
chilling.
play.
Yeah,
But
he's
he's
not
caught.
chilling.
He's in trouble. Passive props, and it's basically just an easy kill. Just
Yeah.
another one. Not taking that one away. Not
shield?
saying, please can I have that? I need
Please
the
can I go
gold."
even?
Yeah, I need
Oh.
the gold.
Okay,
Silver
Red Raven
picking up
doing
the
work.
First tower here though, or second tower, sorry, should I say, for Plague Dawn. They are.
Can he bait Jetlas into a fight? Because he will. You can 1v1 him.
You can probably win that one out. I mean, there is a.
Jetlas not going to hit off. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Duck in a little bit of trouble now. The dance from Rakan there to get him to stop Clash from using spray and spray.
Oh,
Vex,
nice
just
Vex
on it,
ult.
as
Oh, and the
Orphic gets
Cyclone
taken
bot
up
lane.
by
on
not
below.
but not will. Oh no,
Oh,
Jet will
another
kill Silver there, and it does look like
That's 2 kills.
Duck is just running to the hills. The Drake has spawned though, so this could be pretty much 80k's Drake with no contest. The Rakan managing to get himself all the way up to topside there and recall. Slayer's looking for it. I don't know if Slayer still has Slayer's ultimate
No,
down.
he used it on the Rakan to catch him. But Yogi did get out.
And we
These
do
fights
see
just seem to be disjointed. There's like 2-3 fights happening at the same time.
Yeah.
And that favors 80k massively.
But also, I want to say to a certain degree, it looks like Plague Dawn's trying to take out Ornn first. And you know, don't go for the tank first, try and get the squishies.
Yeah.
They're not really, I want to say, look, it's not easy to get onto the squishies.
True.
But it's one of those situations where you like, okay, we've got an opportunity to kill Ornn, but Ornn takes forever to kill, so it's kind of wasting your time trying to kill
Yeah.
the tank.
I think it
If
was
you're
just a
not
matter
really
of
control.
them seeing Ornn first.
Probably.
And they thought Yogi was out. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, rot. You know? And we have to say, I think Rat gets banned after this again.
Oh no, 100%. I think Rat's out.
Or they pick it on first rotation. Because if you leave it up, because they had listen, Plague Dawn had the opportunity to pick it,
They did.
but they picked the server. And the server can still come up massive here. And the thing is, if like Plague Dawn can set up the right conditions for their fight around a Baron, around a Dragon, right? They can still win this.
100%,
With
it
all
takes
of the
one
CC
mistake.
they have, and with all of the stuff that Red Raven can do, if you set up the fight in the right way, this is still very, very winnable.
Look, it takes one mistake. It takes Clax to be in the wrong position, like possibly, never
Oop.
mind. The
Jeez,
break
that
coming through.
damage.
Red Raven just standing dead still. He knows
And
he's dead.
that's the rot problem.
The double kill coming through now as well, as Slayer's just
Oh.
jumping around the map, trying to get these kills. Everfrost coming through, Exhaust down on Lissandra as well. Bangs the ulti onto Slayer just to stay
Is
alive.
Jetlock going to steal it? No,
But
he's not.
Slayer manages to pick up that kill. Warwick now looking something in the back line here. Not going to get much, as he's got to take on
Yeah, they have no damage.
5-man strong. And that is Twitch getting a legendary there. I believe that was a double kill as well.
Yeah.
And this will probably be
14,
a
3
broken
for
base.
9. And Ulfric just sold all his items.
I think they know it's GG.
Oh no,
I know
he
he
didn't. He undooed it, I
Glitch.
think. Oh, all of that. I mean, it's, it's League. Sometimes stuff breaks. And that should be game 2. Oh,
As you're
Game
trying to
three.
get him to Clax. Let's get
That damage.
He's just picking him off. There's nothing they can do. That is the next Red Raven Clash. We're trying to get involved there, but that is GG, well played for game 3.
Game 3, the big rat. You know, and that was super intense, right? Now we see we're going into game 4, 2-1 for ATK. What's going to happen?
I mean, we know the rat's being banned, that's for sure.
I hope so.
The rat is out, or the rat gets picked.
Yeah.
I think, in all honesty, maybe it's time we look at banning that Ornn again, like game 1.
Yeah, just take it away.
Just
I
get
mean,
rid of it.
He's way too comfortable on it.
Jet's way too comfortable on it.
Yeah.
He's very, like, look, the ults haven't been the greatest, but he has definitely shown why he is the best Ornn player in SA. You know, he's
100%.
very, very comfortable on it. He's like, I will be where you need me to be. I will take the damage. I will bait them to come fight me while everyone waits in the brush. You know, it's I want to say, something that they need to start to think about. They need to start to play either steal things away when you can,
Yeah.
or make a decision of, okay, we'll sacrifice the Siva and we'll pick this up, or we'll ban that and pick this. They've got to have a decision here. I think this is because it is essentially game point for ATK here.
Yep.
They've got to have this thing of going, we need to make a play, and it needs to be X, Y, and Z. We can't just go, we're focusing solely on this. This is what we pick. This is what we ban. You guys need to be a little bit more creative. And like they were in the first game, you know, the first game, they did pack the punches. They had everything sorted, and it worked for them. That Wukong, though, I think it's time we see the Wukong come back if they can pick it up.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the questions got to be answered. Next up, it will be, will ATK be the champions again, or can Plague Dawn pull this back? Stick around. We'll be right back.
Hiding, no chance concealing what deep down I felt for you. Oh, I regret for losing the one who loved me, for who I can't go back to. Walking through all the dust and reason frame, a past we simply left fade. Oh, but I don't close the door, waiting a chance for when we'll be back again. You make me feel so crazy, still in love with you. You make me feel amazing when I'm next to you. You make me feel so crazy, my heart breaks for you. Can't help but know that I'm still in love with you. You make me feel so. When there's no hope, loving for you who saw me before I knew who I'd be. What I have around me means nothing to me if I can't share it with you. Walking through all the dust and reason frame, a past we simply left fade. But I don't close the door, monsters. Everything that brought me alive. Going around like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a lover's fight without an alibi. It took my hands without an alibi. Smoking gun, you got me on the run. We know that will come. We're out up till dawn. But how can I hide it without an alibi? It's a lover's fight without an alibi. Took my hands. I can't wait no longer. I'm playing with the monsters. Everything that brought me alive. Going around like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a lover's fight without an alibi. Took my hands without an alibi.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Game 4 of the Mettlestate League of Legends Challenges Series Final. I keep, I need to hit every word
every
to
mark,
make sure.
all the time.
Now, is this going to be the start of a comeback for Plague Dawn to take us to Game 5, or will this be what it is for Game, or is what it is going to be for the final?
For the final, yeah. No, I'm with you.
80K going to take it? You predicted 3-1.
I did predict 3-1. I said 80K is going to take it 3-1.
It might be true now, or it might not be true. Or we can see some comeback coming, from the side of Plague Dawn. And if they get that triple tank set up, they can definitely do it.
I mean, the triple tank setup will work out for them greatly. Just the chances of them getting the same thing that they did in the first half. Remember that Silas has been banned every game since, so Silas is definitely out of that comp. Maybe try something different. We've been having a chat off screen saying things like maybe if we put this champion with that champion or this and that. But we have also said, if you ban one, they're going to get the other. So you are taking a lot of chances with certain things. But I'm hopeful as a league fan myself. I'm hopeful for the comeback. You know what I mean? There's got to be some fight.
Just to make it fun, just to make it interesting. I mean, I don't see 80K leaving up the Silas. Okay, so you need something proactive in the mid lane. But again, something like tanky. That Lissandra didn't do much that previous game, right? And the game before that, also not much. And now we'll see what we are getting. Malachi, stock standard. Literally been banned every game. The first ban. Are we going to see a Vigo? They did try and bait out the Gnar the previous game by leaving it up.
Yeah.
But they also left the Ornn up, and Jetla's just like, nah, I like this big boy. Yeah. So Twitch ban immediately.
Yeah,
take that rat away.
Get rid of the rat.
Yeah.
Silas ban again. We knew that was coming.
Blue side again for the side of 80K. So the rat wasn't banned the previous time, but they did have the chance to pick it up the previous game. So do we see 80K go back to the MF, or do they first pick the silver? And there's the Senna ban
they're
on
taking
3.
the Senna out this time, so they're forcing them to either take that silver or
ban the silver or ban the MF, and they'll take the other 80 carry.
That's
Or leave
true.
both off, and then you ban the Victor. Now you should, but you can't really first pick silver here. You need to take Wukong.
that would be the way to go, and that's what they're going to do.
And now, do they take M or silver again? Try third time's a charm?
I don't know. Maybe still maybe go MF and something that can help MF Nautilus, something along those lines.
Try and fight bot lane?
Exactly. They're hovering the Corki again. This time they might be able to pick it, but Talia gets locked in.
He is very good at Talia. He is very, very good at Talia mid.
There's the misfortune steal away, so now that
So
forces
we'll
them
see
to go
then a
towards
silver.
that silver, yes.
So I like the silver pick. The thing is, we have not really seen it do much.
Yes.
We've seen glimpses of it. That Baron fight in the previous game?
Close.
Looked like it could have gotten very scary. The Ornn stock standard, I think you just take Ornn and silver here, and you're happy with your first 3 picks.
Unless 80K have something else in mind, bar that silver. I mean, ADC's been chosen for the side of Plague Dawn, so you can basically pick whatever you want. That Ornn...
I mean, these guys have been playing League for so long. Like, even if stuff's not meta, they can pick a whole range of 80 carries that are available, and they will still perform well on it.
There's the Ashe.
Ooh!
So now we get a little bit of a different player.
Might we see an Ashe support? Because that's been a thing that's been played the whole tournament.
You generally match the Ashe with a Fortune.
That is true, but maybe they are taking away the Ashe so that Plague Dawn doesn't get it.
Exactly, that could be the way to do it. But then
Interesting.
Pairing Ashe, I mean, Ashe Braum has always been a great combo. I know it's not really meta, but it's always been a great combo. You could look at Ashe Bard, Ashe Naught. I mean, anything.
Ashe is good, but you can play support. You can play support with Silver. I don't think Silver makes it through. I do think Silver will. And there
Client
is
bug.
Client bug.
Champion not being able to be picked.
That happens.
Yes.
It is League of Legends. I mean, we can have all these nice things, but we still can't have Riot just make the thing properly. But if that Ashe stays in, which we'll see now, maybe it was just a bug.
I think the brand pick at the end there was the wrong one. I think there was supposed to be another pick, but it auto-selected. That's generally what's happened here.
So if that happens, the thing is, you can still go Ashe support.
Yeah.
I don't think Silver makes it through, though.
I mean, Ashe, Sivir, I don't really see the benefit of having Ashe and Sivir together in the same lane, to be honest.
I mean, it's still strong.
Straight back into it.
Okay. And they're just going to reban, repick everything that they did. That's just a client bug. You're already seeing the champions, but they'll just do exactly what they did.
Yeah. I want to say
Zaya?
Ashe with Zaya could work quite well.
The whole idea is to set up the Ash arrow to use it to hit the bullet time. That's the whole idea. Now, I'm thinking 80k is just taking it away and being like, well, you're not playing that.
Gonna have, yeah, you're not going to have that comp, yeah.
But Klack's very good at Ash. And the opposite of Jet Loss, he can hit an ultimate. You know, so that might be very interesting. And we'll see if they actually go for the Ash support or the Ash AD carry. It can be flexed either way. So we'll see what 80k decides to.
No champions again, I'm guessing.
Yeah. That's why they might just have to like remake the lobby.
Remake the lobby, yeah. I think that's going to be the situation here. Get the lobbies remade, figure out how it goes from there. It is League of Legends, it is SA League of Legends, so there is
it's
always
at the right client, you know, it's not our fault.
But it's
this is not something we can blame ESCOM for.
Yeah, it's something we've got used to though, being part of the scene here and whatever. I do think maybe just letting that Ash be ADC by herself would be a good idea.
Not a bad idea, but again, it's something no movement, right?
Yeah, that's true.
You're slow, but you also have a perma slow on other people. So them running them down in long lanes and stuff like that makes it way easier with Ash.
Much
that
better.
is the same if you're playing in support, right? So that doesn't really matter. I'm also like expecting a lot of the like people to. I'm expecting a lot of tanks from the side of Plague Dawn. I'm expecting them to do something, right? We've already seen the Talia. I like that. But now I want Orphic to do what he did game 1 and roam all over the shit.
But now he's got the opportunity with the Weaver's Wall. Now he can get from place to place once he's level 6. I mean, Talia is one of those champions that also has, I want to say, moments of greatness where it can one-shot an ADC or a mid lane or something like that. I want to say a squishier champion. But there's also moments of, if you miss or you don't get the knockback, if you miss one ability,
you're just dead.
You're basically just wasting your time.
You're just a sitting duck. But the thing is, Talia very strong, a lot of shove.
Yes.
Right? She will shove the whole wave into your face and just walk bot lane. And by the time, if you're all the way pushed up bot lane, by the time your bot lane walks back, they're already dead.
Exactly.
Right? So I like this from the side of Plague Dawn, and it is a pick that we've seen from them a lot.
And it has devastated some teams before. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Orphic on Talia that absolutely destroyed. And if I'm not mistaken, it was Lysandra mid that was destroyed by Talia. And it was actually one of those things where you're like, oh, Lysandra's actually got quite a good thing here because you just press R, you know, win the game. And Talia was just all over the map, making plays, making things happen. I mean, it's a great champion to take in this, and I do like it as a pick here to change or spice things up a bit because we have been seeing basically the standard comps from both teams. We're taking this, you're taking that. That's how it's going to be.
Okay, we're back. We're back in Champion Select. I hope everything doesn't break this time. Everyone get ready and chat. Okay, so just the standard stuff again. I'm very interested to see what their third pick is.
Yeah, I want to know what was supposed to be in place of that brand.
It can't be Brand.
No, I don't think you've picked Brand here.
Not
after taking Talia.
Not in 2022.
Yeah, but also Brand and Misfortune together. I mean, it is an evil.
It's an annoying lane.
It's an annoying lane, but it's not. I don't think it's a safe lane in any way, shape, or form. Both of them are very highly mobile.
Yeah, and you just pick Nautilus into it and fight off.
Exactly.
You know what I would like to see? A Thresh. Or a Blitzcrank. Just for some spice.
You know what I would love to see match with this Misfortune, to be completely honest? Something like a... oh, I had it in my head, and then you said Thresh, and now I've lost. Okay, there's the Olaf pick. So we're finally going to get to see Olaf hit the rip.
Well, just exhaust again. It's like, no thanks. You know,
stay away.
Less damage from you. I mean, it's not going to be slower, but less damage. So, okay, what do you ban here? Do you ban supports? Do you ban AD carries? Do you ban mid laners?
I think you take away a couple of mid laners. So you take out like something like that Vex. You possibly take out the Lysandra, although Talia into Lysandra's quite well. But you take out things that are comfortable. Maybe even a Swain. Get rid of a Swain. Renata being taken away.
Okay, so they think there's going to be an AD carry Ash.
Yeah.
Not a bad call, seeing as Misfortune, like you said, is the one that they pair Ash with. So they're banking that it is a sport. But knowing 80k, knowing at what high level these players play, they can match it with anything.
I'm excited to see what they do match it with.
I really hope... Why are they banning Silver? They're thinking it can be Misfortune support.
Yeah, that works too.
That does.
If I'm not mistaken, that was Marta who brought that out.
Yeah, but to be fair, like... interesting. Like, this is an interesting pick ban phase. This is way more interesting than the previous one. Away with the cat. Away with the cat.
I mean, does the cat match up well with Ash, though?
It does with Wukong.
Yeah, that's true.
That was one of the...
Seraphine taken away.
Okay. So now what do we see from Plague Dawn here? They can pick an AD carry, they can pick a support. Do you run MF support? I don't think Yogi on MF is what we want to see.
Kale locked in. That's
Yeesh.
Kale top.
We're going to have some spice.
This is going to be a good game. I'm very excited to see how this goes.
And like you said, Plague Dawn throwing everything at the wall,
They
see
have
what
to.
sticks. And you have to. This is match point.
Yeah, this is do or die now. Now you throw in
Exactly.
whatever you can. If you've got a sneaky little pocket pick that you've been playing and you're comfortable on it, go ahead. The Karth is coming out again.
I mean, it worked game 2. Why
That-
not? And then the Braum, like you mentioned again. If they pick this Braum, it's a good pick.
Tariq.
Tariq, I like it.
I do like the Tariq making the whole team invincible. Got the stuns. Ooh, no.
It will probably be Braum.
It's Ash Braum. I mean, that's a comfortable lane. It's always been a very, very good lane.
Lock it in, man. Stop playing around.
There's 4 seconds left. Lock it in.
Yeah. Just decide already.
You've
There
been
we go,
hovering
it's a Braum.
champions. We know you can see your champs.
Okay, so
I mean, here, what do you take?
you just need a support
Aphelios.
or an AD carry. I mean, you asked about
Annie.
it. Okay.
Annie
Are
support?
they just playing around? What's going on?
So we could be seeing Misfortune support here. We
It
are going to
is.
see Misfortune support.
That is going to be interesting. I am interested.
I'm very, very excited for this game. This game is honestly, I want to say, reignited a little something with me. I'm a big fan of Kale, one of my favorite top laners to play. And generally into tanks, things like that, I've had lots of success. People,
Yeah.
I want to say, in the beginning, until you get basically your range, you are struggling a little bit. But the moment you get your range, you can sit comfortably, just poke away. You don't have to do a hell of a lot of damage in the beginning. But eventually, when you get into team fights and you're fully stacked, level
That is true.
16, you just rip through teams. Doesn't matter whether you're a tank, anything, you will rip through a squad.
By the way, that is a Karthus mid.
That is Karthus mid.
And interesting. It's not a Karthus jungle, but I mean, Karthus was always a mid laner. I'm kind of confused. I'm not gonna lie. This big
Honestly, when I
ban,
saw Karthus locked in, I was like, okay, Wukong goes mid here, question mark.
yeah.
And then I think Slayer's been like, okay, I'm comfortable enough. I'll take the Karthus into the mid lane here, and I can just poke from a distance. You know, I don't have
Yeah.
to be in her face. I don't have to think. But now, Karthus is still a semi-squishy champion.
Yes.
You get thrown back into the rock pool, and then you get smacked with a couple of rocks.
If you're out of position, you're dying.
Exactly.
You know, the problem for me is, you see it all the time in best of fives, right? The pick ban has an evolution throughout the whole series.
Yeah.
Because you kind of see what works and what doesn't work. And then usually at match point, usually game 5, you just see a bunch of new shit, right? That just happens. Like, you've seen it in past times, like 2019, I'll use as an example because it's just one that comes to my head. Jetlas didn't play Kled the whole year. Just
Picks
picks
up
it game 5. wins the title, right?
Yeah.
But that's the stuff that these series bring up.
Exactly.
It's like and that is where your experience of playing this game for 10 years, being so proficient for so long, and being a pro for so long, it's just like, I played a bit of
Okay,
it.
yeah,
I
this-
played this champion a lot 5 years ago. I know how it works. And you can just play it because they've spent so many hours learning a champion, then the champion falls out of meta. But they still know how to play that
The
champion.
champion, yeah. But also,
So-
I guess, like you say, when you have all the years of experience playing the game, you kind of just sit back and you're like, actually, I can play any champion that I want to.
Yeah.
It's smarter to play this for my team. But then you get sit in a situation where you're saying, game 5, final game, you're like,
Yeah.
actually, let me just play this and see what happens. And
Yeah.
generally, it works good because the other team wasn't expecting that kind of play.
I mean,
they
no one
haven't
was.
played against one. Exactly.
Confidence. No one's expecting that. So the thing is that I'm surprised we didn't see Twisted Fate being picked by him because I know he's very good at Twisted Fate, and that can match the roam, that can match everything. So that's kind of confusing.
It is a bit questionable, but I mean, that is actually a very good point. The no roam potential on Karthus unless he's ahead, but the pushing power is not
you
that
don't want
great
to roam
early
because if you
levels.
get caught in the river, you're dead.
Exactly.
And we know where Duck likes to be, in the river. Duck has been playing so well. So far for me, from the side of Plague Dawn, probably my MVP of the series so far.
100%. Specifically that Wukong game.
Wukong, and
100%.
even the Warwick
game as well. But if we're going to
Yes.
call it out, that
well,
Wukong
it's the only game they won.
No, but I
so
mean, in
far.
general, just that the general play of that, Wukong did Warwick did very well. I'm very keen to see what he can do now on the Olaf. Olaf is one of the champions that I want to say is kind of making a resurgence now into the
Yes.
jungle. Was kind of not there for a very long time. Would see it like once or twice every now and then. But now with, I want to say, the buffs, I know his W gives you that extra little bit of shield. It makes him a little bit stronger, more fighting potential, more easier,
And it's
slightly
also
better.
just like teams running massive CC comps.
Yeah.
Like half of these teams are running. And throughout the whole tournament, you see a massive CC comps. And now it's just like Olaf,
Yeah, I can run through your CC and I'll just beat you,
you
to
know.
death.
But Exhaust, just like, okay, cool, you can run at me, but you're not doing any damage.
Yeah, you're going to negate 90%
know.
of the damage
So
substitution.
that's the thing, like, we'll see how they decide to deal with it. The problem is he can also just tank a Nash arrow and be like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now what? Now we fight. You know, but what I like about the Ash is you can just start a fight like this.
Yeah.
Someone's out of position, you just hit him with the Ash arrow, enchanted crystal arrow, whatever.
Yeah.
Done, and you start the fight. Easy as that, right?
Yeah, quick and easy.
So that's going to be intense and that's going to be interesting,
Look,
to say the least.
I will say one thing that I do like the idea of having the Ash as a ADC, sorry, is that enchanted crystal arrow hits. You've got Wukong Cyclone to follow up. You've got Brahms. I want to say it's not Cataclysm, that's Jarvan, but you've got his ulti to basically knock them all up. I mean, there's a lot of potential here from both teams, but it also, like you said earlier, that the teams nowadays don't really play side lanes. They don't really do split pushing, things like that. They're playing in a group. With the Talia's Weaver wall, though, you can move that group. You can split them up.
That is true.
Now that's going to expend summoners to get either over the wall or to safety or into the fight. You know, okay, I mean, Ornn can break the wall, but how many chances do you, or how lucky do you get that every single time that wall comes up that you're going to hit that E and bang that wall down?
And how much is Jet going to think of that?
Exactly.
Like that's the main thing, because sometimes you just forget about those interactions. Maybe his team is reminding him right now, okay, just break the wall. Right?
Maybe we just reminded him right now,
Yeah.
as we are into game 4 of this
Both
event.
teams are going to... Oh, no.
It's just Kale sitting in the top lane. Tribrusher did spot everyone, I believe, and made a quick move to get out of the way. Drops a ward and will stay alive.
Okay. Anything interesting? Ghost. From
Ghost on Ash. Make Ash Foster. Cleanse on Red Ravens Aphelios. He knows he's going to possibly
Against
be out
Ash,
of position.
Yeah. Against Ash, you always need cleanse.
Yeah.
Like, you can't... I'm one of those people in solo queue who thinks I can dodge everything, so I never run cleanse. That is why I'm not very good at solo queue. Yeah, especially on Aphelios, who has about the movement speed of a sack of potatoes. You kind of want something that can cleanse all that CC, because you're going to get hit by it. Remember, like, Brahm's Q is like a 90% slow.
Yep.
That Winter's Bite, hey, it bites. Frostbite on your legs, you can't move.
Plus,
right?
look, and
Basically a stun.
Exactly, and the best, I want to say the best part about it is you do have Ash, who every crit shot slows. And basically with Ash, the way she's been made is she's
like
going to
this.
slow you every single time.
I like this from Plague Dawn. They have not hit level 2 first in any of the games. Now, they are getting the early shove because they want to guarantee they get the level 2 first, so they can be the ones who are fighting. Excuse me.
And the one thing I do like is also Olaf doesn't really need you there. Man heals up by himself, so just you go do your thing, fight your jungle, get low HP, and that's perfectly fine with me.
And now Klax is getting that poke, that make it rain treatment that he was giving out.
Although the
like
volleys are coming back quite nicely there.
Yeah, volleys are way harder to hit though. If you just stand behind the minions, you're usually fine, and they don't do that much. Look at that damage. That's not fun.
Oh, gonna have some more damage. Mid gap big is getting a little bit of a tough time against this level 2 Ornn. I mean, like I said,
It's
in
gonna
the
take
beginning,
everything on the tower now.
yeah, in the beginning it sucks, but once you get that level 3, you get your range, you can start to hit your minions a little bit better. Things get a little bit easier for you.
Very interested to see how this Carthage fares in the mid lane. Like, both of these are off meta picks, don't get me wrong, but the Talia is a little bit more, you know, we've seen more of it. Maybe that's just because Orphic plays it more.
Oh, maybe the knockback. The rock pull did not land though. So Slayer gonna get away with just a little bit of HP missing.
Okay, Dark giving away where he is. Just throwing a friendly axe saying, hello friend, I am here. Don't walk up too far. Not pretty low to go for a gank here. I think he's just going to try and do
low
some
mana
damage.
though, so this could be an obvious because the flash forward ignite and Winter's Bite
Stun.
will get Yo-Yogi and
First
Yo-Yogi will
blood.
drop as back picks up
Well
first blood.
played there by Nod. And by Unique. Flashing, auto, Winter's Bite, you know, now you just need to get 2 more autos you know it's a guaranteed kill. But that is both flashes expended from the bot lane of ATK and from the bot lane of Plague Dawn. And then obviously the Ignite also burn.
That Ash and
That's arrow that where you can see everyone. It's so nice for just scouting.
Hawkshot.
Yeah, Hawkshot. You should never be caught by the jungler because your Ash can just repeatedly throw it over the whole jungle and be like, oh, there you are. Hello.
No, and that's a decent way to spot out, as you said. You know, you can actually should never be caught.
Yeah.
But the possibility is that mistakes do get made, and some people don't always pay attention to that.
That is true, but I'm pretty sure at this level everyone shouts at you. Here he is. He's at Krugs.
Yeah. Did you hear the ping?
Yeah. That's still the weirdest thing to me, that pro teams still use pings.
I don't think it's the best thing. I honestly think it's the best form of communication because of the fact, like, if you're shouting over one another as 5 people.
Yeah, true, but they don't talk that much in laning phase. They're like, oh, I'm going to go here.
I'm doing this. I'm doing that.
Exactly.
I also think this would be the one unfortunate thing for Karthus is the mana usage, you know, trying to spam Q,
Yeah.
get something. Yeah, Yogi might be looking for something.
I like this from Yogi.
Make it rain.
I
Just
mean,
gonna slow him down.
you know, just annoying him. Be like, hello. And you know, that's what supports should do.
Yeah.
And even junglers, you just walk up, just give some lane pressure.
It's
You
like
know,
bit.
or release some pressure from your mid laner or from the laner. And I've always been one for that. Be like, listen, if your top lane's having a tough time, you don't need to like go for the kill or gank or like actually gank. Just show up and say, listen, hello, just getting off the way.
Yeah, like I'm watching you. Just back off a little.
Exactly. Oh, they're setting up a slow push here bot lane. Interesting. Wukong's not close. It's not like they're going for a dive.
Yeah, Wukong
okay, they
just-
just missed Sacius. Good job, Unique.
Wukong just based now to pick up the Sheen.
I mean, that increases his damage by a lot. Ooh.
Oh,
Midgap Big. Midgap Big has been not having the great... Well, to be fair, the previous game he didn't have a great time.
No, not at all.
He was trying to do a lot by rotating. And again, we see Duck with this amazing dragon control. His dragon control, this whole tournament, has been the best. I've rarely seen any team like get more dragons early consistently as they have. And I think that's just Duck's heads up play where he's just like, cool, this is what we need to do. Or it feels like they're always ready to take the dragon.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where like every single move he makes is like, okay, I guess it's part of every jungler's mentality, but you know, like you're like, I'm doing X, Y, and Z and I'm going to be at Drake, and then when that minute hits, you at the Drake, you're ready to go. And obviously you need your team to be pushing or being there with you. Duck gonna find Notch at Duck level 1 level above. Good chicken stolen away. Layer away in the wing. Massive damage onto that Talia with a lost chapter in the Dark Seal.
I mean, the Dark Seal is going to be nice because he's just going to ult the whole time from mid lane, and it really suits Slayer's playstyle because he doesn't want to leave mid lane. Now he doesn't have to.
No, now you can just sit comfortably and just farm up and do what you need to do.
Yeah, just press R every now and then and get killed. That must be fun.
I mean, but that's the heavy reliance on your team is not been low enough for you to pick up a kill. Although,
I mean,
considering that damage you just did to Talia, I'd like to see what the ulti does eventually.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to hit way harder, way faster than a jungle Karthus. And the thing is, you need to punish him. And now, speaking of, and he's just going to work it. Like, the thing is, you need to punish with Karthus. You can't have him be comfortable in lane. Because it's like playing against a Catan. You need to bully him early, because you know the more he scales, the bigger of a problem he's going to be. And, ooh. He hit both of them.
Ulti coming through. Not's in big trouble, though. Not instantly gets rocked by Kale there, and Jet's going to go down. Double kill for Kale and something. That's great for Kale. This is going to make her life so much easier. Shove in the wave here. Go back. Pick up your items.
Nice little source we got on here now. See, that's why Jet usually never hits ult. Because when he does, they lose the fight. You know, it must be that. Because, I mean, he hit both of them. But that was just, that didn't seem like a type the fight you wanted to take.
Not just as he should have been. If that makes sense.
I mean,
he stepped in and got smacked quite quickly, although I do believe he was quite low when he stepped into the fight.
Yeah, I mean, that's just not a 2v2 you want to take. And Olaf is 20 CS ahead already.
Olaf,
Duck is showing off. He's 600 gold ahead, 8 minutes in. It might be because he just got 2 assists.
Yeah.
But he's still ahead.
Oh, Talia picking up a solo kill onto
okay.
Carlos.
Flash and
They're
a
having
little
to flash
emoji.
away.
Little cat. Hello.
I mean, that flash did save his life.
Blackdawn
so-
starting off strong.
Yeah,
I
very
mean,
comfortable,
they're
very
ahead now,
strong.
and
Don't
they
want to
have a
tell me.
lot of scaling in this team. So we might be looking at game 5 here. I don't want to speak too soon. It's not even 10 minutes yet. But you know, a Kale that scales that much
I want to say,
and already on 2 kills.
kind of
400
infinitely, I
gold
mean, Kale can pack a massive punch if you build the right items, things like that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, can be countered the moment Wukong gets on top of her. It is a bit of an unfortunate situation there. But by that time, when Wukong is trying to cyclone onto her, Kale should be outputting more damage
Massive.
than anything
Yeah.
else, you know what I mean? So it should be one of those situations where they can really pick it up here. Nice little free scale pick up from. Ooh, misses the cannon.
Cannon
As I say
miss.
that.
Counted. And the things that's Jetlos keeps fighting, even though he's behind. But yeah, I'm looking to. I don't know. The scale needs to be big now. And I said it in game 1. I said it in game 2. If you just got gifted 2 free kills,
You got to
it's your
make
time.
something happen.
It's time to put on the carry
And I
shoes
mean-
and carry.
I want to say you can make something happen against the Ornn, but you need to kind of possibly look for another kind of play. Get Olaf up here again. Because, look, funding money into Kale here is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, your
Ooh,
bot lane...
double pink and good communication there. That's 75 gold. You're never gonna see again. Yeah, but you're right. But the thing is, like, you can see it 2 ways, right? Either this is 2 kills where she, like, now she needs to hardstyle lane, or this is 2 kills to easily usher her into level 60.
Yeah.
Which this is gonna make her life way easier. The chances of her dying now and losing fights are way. I like this angle from Duck. This is
I was
some
about to say,
weirdo.
Duck does not have Herald. There's not a sneaky little drop behind the back. Kale's heavy pushing though. Trying to get this minion wave in. Ornn can clear the wave quite nicely though.
This is a weirdo angle and
It is a
oh,
cannon wave.
proxying the
Duck is
wave.
Proxying. There comes the ulti from Carthus. They are looking for the bot lane as well as Jetlash just turns the fight around. Braum killing
Kills
Miss
everywhere.
Fortune. Wukong killing Phelios in the bot lane there, and Talia getting a return kill onto that Wukong. So 1 for 3.
And Carthus just said, "Thank you for my 3 stacks on my Dark Seal. Appreciate
take
it." Yeah. I thought he was just ulting for the top lane fight. Apparently there were fights all over the show. And Jade was like, "You want to mess with my wave?
Yeah, I'll
Fine.
take it out.
Fine, dude. I'll just fight you."
I do think there was a little, I want to say in a sense, greedy from Kale. She was, I want to say, half
Duck's
HP.
proxy's a whole nother wave. He's on
Ornn's on his way.
97 CS.
Power farming, massively. Got the unspike. We're probably going to look for that gold drinker
Look
now.
at that. 500 gold ahead. Is that a strat? Or is that
Proxy farming.
I
Only
know
with
proxy
Singed.
farming, but not by your jungler.
No.
I would be mad if my jungler comes and takes my wave. the whole
I
time.
would also. 80k doing very well here to start the Tech Sec Drake. And they're going to pick it up without any contest.
I'm
Phelios
just
there,
saying,
but not
this Olaf can be a can stop being a problem.
Ooh, Phelios taking long shots
Dude,
here with
this
his
is-
gravitum. And he is getting
Here comes
shots.
Notto.
Not is there. Make a drain coming through.
Oh, Winter's Bite.
Winter's Bite does get onto it, but now the gravitum should just slow them in
Oh.
place. Klax gets the ulti onto Red Raven, no cleanse.
Flash.
And that's
Double
flash burn. Olaf is just going to try and run it down. And
That's
will
not-
they not get anything? The axe is back up, not in a bit of trouble. Make a drain
Slow
slow.
for 7 days again. Blocking
Another
from
one.
Unique. Well played.
Gravitum, one
Ooh.
shot. Axe.
Yeesh.
Oh,
the
make a
ult.
drain. I mean, bullet time, sorry. And nothing hitting there. The lowest of HP is now.
Carthus ult, man.
Yeah, now's when you need a Carthus on your team.
Oh, they keep
Duck and them
going.
are still chasing.
Oh, they're going to try and buy time for Talia. No,
No,
they're not.
Talia's moving back.
I would be so mad.
I
I
also
would be so
angry.
mad. Be like, can one of them just die?
I mean, the focus was just, it was there but not there at the same time. We had,
I mean, you blew 2 flashes.
no,
so that's
fair
kinda
point,
fine.
but you were still looking at
3 kills.
3 kills there, and you let, I want to say, at least 1 get away. Ash
Oh,
was,
Duck. Duck has
mana.
such creative angles.
spots.
Yeah.
Oh,
oh
flash.
flash.
That's a nice one. At least.
Ooh,
Orphic could
all
be in a bit
fair.
of trouble.
Be careful, brother.
Jetlass, oh, not
Jetlass?
there, sorry. Jetlass at the back though. Gets
Oh, he's
shut up.
fighting a Kale.
Yeah, Kale's there.
People are
Ulti
just showing up
coming
to fight randomly.
4v2 here at the moment.
Not gets another one.
Not picks up a
It's
double.
double.
On Duck
Oh,
and
that's
mid
another
gap,
stun.
big.
And Jetla's just like, I'm the top laner, give me kills.
Oh, that's my
But
lane, I'll
Ornn
deal with
is
it.
hungry. What is that? I mean, that started off so well for the side of
Dawn.
the Plague Dawn, and it just kind of went south.
Heavily.
Just by Orphic taking some, damages or like tower shots. The layways, everything just hurting. Oh, it's very unfortunate for the side of Plague Dawn, but this is not close to over.
No,
right?
no, nowhere near. I think, look, a couple of kills handed over. Wukong currently sitting on a 300 gold bounty. Orn on 150 gold bounty. There's the Ash Arrow again. And it's just going to deal some damage. Braum from behind is just going to absolutely wreck Red Raven.
What are these ganking angles that we're seeing?
Braum just casually walking from behind the tower.
I would be so mad. Like, even if you see it at the side of your eye, there's a Braum, you're like, that's my Braum, probably, because it's coming from my side of the map. And then it's just like, no, this random Braum just walking up, queuing you, you have a Karthus ult. You're like, I thought this was a 1v1. Why aren't you respecting the rules? It's like that thing's like 1v1 at Baron.
Yeah.
And then his whole team just shows up.
Yeah,
It's like,
hiding in the
that's
bush.
not fair.
We are starting to see some movement towards this Rift Herald. Yogi's making the first move, trying to get some vision down.
Even though, like, Red Raven is a little bit behind, he's doing so much damage.
No, it's actually ridiculous. Blade of the Ring King completed. The Carl's got 29 minions left.
And he is very good at affiliate.
Extremely good at affiliate. One of his favorite champions.
Oh,
not
mid lane,
looking for another kill.
he missed
Nice
a bit
dodge
of
by
fight.
Affiliate. Knockback gets only Braum. The Notch is
Dude,
going to
this
clean up.
Wukong
the
is
Cyclone
buzzing.
after
Does Jetlas
the-
hit it? The guy is basically stunned. Good
Oh,
job.
no. With the no movement thing. And now,
And now there's just more damage. And that's 2 kills for the Karthus. 10 stacks on his Dark Seal.
Oh, that Magi's. When that Magi's comes,
Yes.
it's going to be dangerous.
And he's going to buy it.
100%.
You know he is going to.
100%.
That is not what you want. And that was not a pun. That's not a pun. But this is looking very rough. It's just a couple of fights just not going the way of Plague Dawn. And
Yeah.
again, from behind.
Braum's coming in from behind. I would have warded that Tribe Rush by now. I mean, make sure that they can see. They can be seen, though. It looks like there is a ward in the little brush just before.
So he just wanted to see who walks down the lane. And they see the MFT's back. Okay. The thing is, Klax needs to be careful here. Okay, he's got his ghost up, but he can easily die here if he's not
That
careful.
Misfortune's burning through his HP with that Make It Rain.
Yeah.
Misfortune not finished the Leandri's torment yet, or Leandri's Anguish, sorry. So she should, I want to say, once that item is complete, it's going to make Ash's life a little bit harder. Pair it with the Rylai's, see how it goes.
1k gold lead in mid lane, but that's just Karthus literally pressing R. He's got a 10k or 10 CS lead.
There's
Which
the
is
10
in-
stack Magi's.
Yeah. Oh!
Ash ult coming through, all picking a lot of trouble, and
he's
Winter's
dead.
Vice connected, and that is a dead.
Oh,
Why
Duck
is
is like-
Duck chasing this one?
Because he's hungry.
1v9, let's go.
He's
Duck
hungry
doesn't
for
think
80
happen.
carries.
And you did say that exhaust changes the whole game.
Yeah,
Gets exhausted,
no
can't
damage.
do nothing.
The thing is, you can still run at full speed, but he should run home, because there's no damage left. But the thing is, right, I don't know what Duck was thinking there.
Yeah, no,
he's just hungry
he
for 80
1v4.
carries, I guess. I think he's just like, I'm dead anyway, let me get Klax here, hunger. He's here.
Misfortune getting taken out there in the mid lane as well now, while Aphelios grabs the first tower, or second tower, should I say, sorry.
I mean, this Wukong doing work right now, and
Kale level 11, here comes that extra damage.
will it be a little bit too late? Because right now, your way of winning, if you're Plague Dawn, is usher this Kale into level 16, fight around her, hopefully she can carry you.
I mean, that is kind of the way you want to look, you want to go, but the problem is you've already got Karthus 3, 1, and 8, Wukong 6, 2, and 4, Ornn 2, 1, and 4. I mean, they're looking rather comfortable on their jumps, they're looking quite strong. Ash 2, 0, 4. I mean, one arrow in the wrong place and Kale gets smashed.
Yeah, it feels like it's just been setting in, right? It's been one-way traffic kind of for the last 2 games, and I just want to see, Plague Dawn do something. They're picking creative stuff, but again, they've not used the Weaver's Wall.
Yeah,
they've not
no
used.
Weaver's Wall yet.
Yeah, they've not. Like, look at this. Ash is way too far up. Weaver's Wall here. You all just walk up.
Cut
That
them
is
all off,
free as
exactly.
hell.
They might be looking for it actually as Ash is coming down, but they're
No,
not
they
paying
don't even know he's there.
Ash behind. TP coming in from Ornn from the back line as well. There's the Ash arrow.
Oh,
Yogi's
Yogi.
in lots of trouble as the damage comes through. All of the Forge God gonna catch Orphic and Duck in the back
Oh.
there. And that is a kill for Karthus, a kill for Wukong. And Duck is just going to try and fancy feed his way around, but Winter's
mean,
dodges.
Slayer having the aim of Death Loss right now. I think
That's
they are
axe.
just out of range.
Aphelios is, yeah, this could possibly be
He
turned.
missed again. The guy was saying he was running in a straight line. Slayer, you played Counter-Strike.
We've all
Your
done
aim is
that, dude.
supposed to be good.
We've all done that, though, dude. We've all done that.
Slayer was a Counter-Strike professional player
Yeah,
in one of the top teams in the country, and he can't hit a Q on a guy
different
running in a
point
straight
and
line.
click, you know what I mean?
No,
It's
it's
different
not.
point and
I
click.
am disappointed.
Look,
Everyone
can we just
tweet
talk
at
about the
Slayer.
fact that Karthus is 5-1-9 with a 25 stacked Magi's on his way to possibly
That
build
part
that
is
Rabadon's
good.
death
You
cap.
can't miss Requiem, so you know.
I mean, that works for you. Oh, he's probably going to get a kill onto Red Raven. Yeah, if Red Raven does not.
If he can hit a Q, did you see that?
Crescendum
I'm gonna
and,
stop.
no,
He's dead.
Oh, that
Wait,
is dead.
Orphic?
Oh, the
nice
flashes.
flash.
Weaver's
Weaver's
wall.
wall.
As they dash forward. The Orn is here, though. Going to try and block it off.
Fighting
Orn's
someone
currently
else.
Fighting Misfortune. Yeah, gets in a lot of trouble. The bullet time does come through just to get a little bit of extra damage. Aphelios will pick up that
I
kill.
think
Orn
Jetla's just 1v1.
casually smashing Misfortune's head in with a giant hammer.
And now you're losing all your stacks on your Magi because you can't hit a Q. Last thing I'm going to mention about the Q. But you got to hit those, as they say. Got to hit
I
those.
think Aphelios picked himself up with 400 gold bounty. Not too sure, but
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Kale sitting in a bit of a tough time there up against that Braum Ash in the top lane. Wukong working on the Rift Herald. I think they're going to look to just push this in. I want to say mid lane, break the lane,
I mean,
open it up.
Jetla's just so comfortable here. He's not. He doesn't even look like he worries that they can gank him.
Black's low though.
Yeah, because he's tanking all of me. Oh, I think
I
they
think it was a
fought.
bit of
Yeah,
Kale.
they
Yeah, I
fought
think it was a bit
Kale.
of Kale and a minion.
Oh, here comes TPs.
Oh, where was TPing to? Kale TPing right onto Wukong. Gonna look. Oh, Klax is running up, but Wukong says, "Don't run that way. You're gonna die." Requiem coming through now. This could be bad. This is very bad for Kale. Not gonna get the kill. Gets stunned, rooted.
And now you're
slowed,
fighting 11
and
people.
that is
And that's another kill. Oh, well,
an unfortunate
they
one.
used a lot for it. Okay, not just running away. Now you just disengage. You feel 80k.
No, Duck's just gonna keep trying to run him down.
Yeah. Okay. A tower,
Aphelios picking up another tower in
and
the
that's
mid lane, so
breaking up
he's
the
beyond.
mid lane. That's good.
That's
kind of what you want.
Objective bounty plus a little bit of extra gold into the pocket of Aphelios. And I mean, Aphelios getting stronger is not a bad idea, especially on someone like Red Raven who can play the champion very, very well. But this is where the problem comes in. He slows. Look at the side step. So he's got fancy footwork.
I don't know if it's Red Raven just sidestepping everything because it looks like it.
I mean, that was fancy footwork.
You know,
Good
that
and
was.
slow.
It's just, you know, he's just good. He's making that zero movement speed champion look very far.
Yeah, I mean, those boots are not just for attack speed, huh?
They're made for walking. Red buff going on to Klax here. They should be trying to get deep vision here using this Ash to pick off champions like they have been doing. They have been slowing down a bit. Not really, they just everyone reset and there were some kills. So they need, they're just going to pick a quadrant, whatever objective they want to find around, in this case Dragon, and they'll ward it out.
Yeah, look, we got Dragon spawning in a few seconds here, I believe. Waiting to see what happens. We do have first rotation being 80k, but Plague Dawn are on their way to clear out this vision here.
Yep.
Not that get spotted there.
And that's the principle, right? PvP. Push, vision, push. Yeah. Well, it's actually priority, vision, priority.
Yeah.
But for some reason I couldn't think of the word priority. So yeah, so you get priority in mid lane, you go put down vision, right? Then you get priority, then they will come back and take all of the vision, and then you just redo it. And until the dragon is up or the objective is up. Oh!
all of the forwards are coming through. He's going to hit the
Not
first.
is super
Gonna
low
knock dead.
and dead.
Not is dead here, but Duck is just going to try and get work onto Unica. Orn currently
Orn
smashing
doing
away at Yo-Yo
so
Red
much.
Raven. He's going to pick up that first kill there as Kale's got it now.
Oh, they are in.
Like the bullet time coming through
Ooh,
is doing
big.
quite a bit of damage. A beautiful knockback by Talia to pick up the kill onto
Slayer's hitting
Ash.
Qs.
Jetless is still tanking, and Slayer's going to start doing massive damage here. Yo-Yogi needs to make a
Does
play
he
to
hit
try and
it?
slow.
Does he hit a Q?
Talia needs to play
Does
makes
he?
a move, and that will be a triple kill for the Talia. And that is, I want to say, Plague Dawn possibly back in this game quite comfortably.
That is massive from Plague Dawn. They should get also the dragon off this. Oh, pretty low, but they should be able to do it. I have to say, pretty poorly played by Slayer. Like, they were so slow. 1 Q on each of these champions, they were dead.
Pretty much, yeah.
But, you know, it is hard to hit them. They are very aware of the fact that you're trying to hit them. It's a whole different thing if they're fighting someone else and you
And
can
you
kind of
Just
like
free poking, yeah.
yeah. But when they are aware of you hitting them, it's kind of hard because all you do is if you play the game long enough, you know how long it is more or less, and you just walk the opposite way of what you were walking once you know the cooldown is up. Which is like an internal cooldown measuring thing most league players have that have played the game for a very long time.
Yeah.
You know, for instance, how long an Israel queue takes, these shorter ones. So, but yeah, that puts them firmly back in at 2 Drakes apiece. You know, 3 towers to 1 actually. So, Talia doing that work that we want to see. Still not using the Weaver's Wall in a way of taking advantage, but team fighting very well. Team fighting very, very well.
They now could be in a little bit of trouble. We do see not just drop the Rift.
Oh, Duck is also out here.
The mid lane, but the whole team of ATK is here to take on Duck. The bullet time from Misfortune is not going to be successful as Klax just takes a kill. He will pick up a double onto Olaf, and that is Baron.
That's not what you want to see. You thought that you caught out Slayer. Actually, they caught out you. I think Slayer also thought he got caught out, but got brought back by the fact that his team was close by.
The movement from ATK was absolutely fantastic. The whole team quickly shifting up there.
Red Raven, that's a lot of damage.
Close, but not enough, as he's not going to be able to pick up anyone else. Low HP bars on the side of ATK.
Oh.
But they will just walk away with this Baron buff, as we do see that Ornn has finally upgraded the Luden's Tempest for Karthus. He does have the Rabadon's Death Trap, 17 stack Magdalene again. He is quite massive.
Yeah. And I mean, something we have to say, right? Name a better duo. Red Raven or leaving people on like almost no HP. This is 2 games in a row where people on like a 1/10 of their HP, 1 hit away from dying, and they all get out.
Getting away,
and it happened earlier in this game. So it's very unfortunate for him. I think like a flip of a coin, a little bit different. We could be looking at a completely different game, even though this is still very close.
That would have been a much better thing. He's still holding on to that culling, or the cull, should I say? Possibly looking for one more item. But I mean,
yeah, you just don't need to sell it.
Yeah,
like, you can just have it sit in your inventory until you need the inventory space.
You need a little bit of cash or something. So he is starting to look towards getting a armor pen by the looks of things. Only the one component completed at the moment. But I mean, what do Plague Dawn do here? What do they? Do you just kind of try and stop the bleeding, hold on a little bit, make a play? Ooh, Asher comes through, hits Orphic. Orphic in a lot of trouble. The Ghost Golden, though, saves himself from the Requiem, but it does not, I lie, as he comes out of being golden, he gets Requiem. Jetlush just smacking Misfortune around, and that was absolutely insane. I thought...
Karthus, dude, what? He can't hit a Q, but when he presses R, everyone dies. Like, that is so unfortunate. Like, Orphic saves himself from all of the other CC following up, but then the hammer comes down, and it just hurt.
The other thing I need to say, though, is we haven't seen Kale in any of these fights. Like, yes,
he hit a Q?
Qs are hitting, and it's absolutely destroying.
The one Q hit, not these Qs, just one Q.
One is enough, but just took away
half HP.
25% of Draven's Draven.
Klax, a little bit out of position here.
He's slowed though, so he's not going to get on. Oh, there's the Kale now, going to be able to fight. Knockup comes through from Ornn.
Oh, the kiting.
Kale's just going to pull away. The kiting comes through from Ash, though, as Kale is at that moment.
Weaver's Wall.
The death cap. Weaver's Wall going to knock no one back. Talia picks up the kill onto Ash in the backline there. Knocks the Wukong back in a dash. That was absolutely awesome. Not now trying to run for the hills. The Karthus can't keep him alive, though. Talia, you need to make another play. Get a little bit faster. Misfortune's going to use the speed from Kale. We'll get the... make a drain there, and Kale
look at that Q
damage.
When he
and Misfortune flash forward gets the bullet time, but nothing coming through from that either. Misfortune does not have the damage. Slayer picking up the kill on Brom.
Slayer going for the recall.
And Slayer's going to try and get the empowered recall. Orphic is still chasing, needs one more. Gets the double onto Wukong.
This game is crazy. Every time you think, okay, now ATK has shut the case, this final is over, we are done. They do that.
They're like, no, we'll give you a little bit more. We'll give you a little bit more.
100%. And usually it's Orphic making some ridiculous play like he just did. That knockback on Wukong was, I have never seen something like that in my life.
There was 2 ways that other went. That was either predicted or just sheer luck. And I'm voting heavily for sheer luck.
No, I'm voting for sheer predicted. He's 9 for 5. This guy knows what he's doing on Talia.
Oh, that was hectic. That was great.
That was such a long fight. Damn.
I thought there was another fight happening now, right now. I saw them all converge. We do have the Infernal Drake spawning now. This is for possibly the next, or getting one step closer to this whole point. We are on 2 Drakes each, so 4 Drakes in total. Ash just scouting the area out. Karthus can make a play, but Talia does pick up that Drake there.
Dark didn't even swipe.
And that duck didn't smile.
That's a little risky
I
for a
mean,
final on match point.
Little cheeky there, especially considering there's a Carthus. I don't think that's all the
Oh.
He has the Ash arrow and the corner of the forge guard.
Missed.
Kale managing to
Oh, he
dodge
hit him.
one bullet time, keeping everyone at bay. The Requiem coming through. No, it doesn't. He gets knocked up. Requiem stop. Duck is in the fight. There he goes. He gets Carthus now. And Ash picks up Olaf in the back.
Clack is free hitting.
Kale is just
Oh,
stacking
the
away.
Kale
No,
is
Clax
free
doesn't have a
hitting.
chance as Kale just rips through him now. And that is a great fight. The shutdown comes through for Talia.
The Kale is awake.
Kale is here, needs to get a little bit of speed, but
Ooh.
can't. This Braum is making plays, slowing them down. That was a little intense. This is a basically
That
a very nice push down
was-
mid lane.
Insane.
Oh, mid gap big still looking for it.
That damage.
It was unreal.
300 CS, to be fair. Level 17. This is where Kale gets dangerous.
Oh, Kale is now unlocked. This is level
Look
after
at
level
that.
16. Kale's every shot now is just going to start to deal massive amounts of damage. She has, I think, 3 items completed, working on the 4th. Rabadon's Death Cap, the Rift Maker, and Nash's Tooth is absolutely destructive against this team. And I mean, Ash, 3.5 items, called that with a pickaxe, and she didn't really stand a chance against this Kale. Look, was knocked down low HP, but didn't stand much of a chance against this Kale.
No, not at all. I mean, that Kale hits like a truck. I was looking at Clax that whole fight. I was like, damn, he's hitting hard. And then all of a sudden, the Kale starts hitting. I'm like, what? Hello?
Yeah,
like,
Kale
what is
stacks
this? Dude, that is insane. And that all started, the main reason I think that Plague Dawn was even in that fight is because they cancelled the Requiem.
Yeah, the Carthus ulti.
I mean, that was
Ooh.
massive. It is up again soon.
One Q from Carthus with massive damage. But Braum in a bit of trouble.
Ooh,
Knockdown's
Braum.
about 25% HP, if you want to call it that, on a Braum. And
Requiem is back up. Now, if you can burn the Kale ult, you can do a lot of damage.
I mean, Kale ulted before the fight started with
Yeah,
dodged
but-
the Ornhorn and then smacked everyone. I mean,
And then Slayer missed his ult. He missed his Qs, and now somehow he missed Requiem. How do you do it?
We
The
do
man
have-
is so talented.
okay, we look like we got ultis up on everyone now.
The next fight's going to be a big one.
This is Baron. It's next fight for Baron. It's basically do
Next
or die,
fight can
I
end the
think.
game, like, legitimately.
Yeah, I think the cooldown timers are
Especially if Plague Dawn loses this fight, their base is open.
around. Yeah. Double
So
in-hit open.
this is all on mid-gap big. If he messes up, if he misplays this, oh,
One
here comes the
positioning.
Ornhorn.
There's the Ash ulti. The Ash ulti is going to hit Misfortune. The knocker comes through. Not is on Kale. The Requiem does land and it does kill Misfortune. There's Kale. She's in the middle of the whole team. They need to get onto it. She's going to try and rip through Not, but the
She's dead.
stuns go through. That is
Oh,
dead.
no.
Red Raven by himself and he will
Oh.
get shut down. And that is an ace for the side of ATK.
I think it's over. 40 seconds.
GG. GG, well played. That has to be it because there's no way. It's 40 seconds left before the next person comes up. This is just an inhib, 2 inhib towers, or 2 nexus towers and the nexus. And that is going to be the game.
That is amazing. What a fight. Everything went right there for 80k, and unfortunately, everything went wrong for the side of Plague Dawn. And it looks like the champions will remain on top, and 80k will be the champion again. Your 2022 Mettlestate League of Legends Challenger Series champions, 80k. Well done.
Yeah,
Well
GG,
done.
well played to both teams. Very,
Amazing.
very good series. Can't take anything away from Plague Dawn, but I mean, ATK just showed up in the last.
You have to
The
give
last
it
game
up
there.
for Plague Dawn. They fought valiantly. That last game, they left everything on them. My heart is beating so fast.
I was
like-
jumping up and down and everything. I was
That
just-
last couple of fights were intense.
No,
I
no,
mean,
that was hectic.
very well played. Valiantly to both teams. You truly deserve to be here. Commiserations to the side of Plague Dawn, but congratulations, ATK. You're champions of 2022.
Yeah.
Or of now. You know, you have Jetloss, champion. Not champion. You know? You have Slay in the mid, missed a lot of Qs, but he won. He's a champion now. And then Clax and Unique. Congratulations, boys. You guys won. Why am I looking at that? Anyway, with that said, you know, Mettlestate has done this great event, and all of us from like the league scene should be very thankful that, you know, South African League of Legends is back. And seeing a final like that just shows again, this is what we've been missing.
Yeah, 100%.
And the nice thing is, right, between me and you, Mettlestate's not done yet.
Not yet.
Take a look at this.
Seraphine ult going to come down. Looks like Diana's going to be the target, going to be able to live for a bit longer. The Zhonya's does come out. Looks like Ziggs is going to be able to get the bomb out. So the center with the triple kill, getting the ult onto the back line. Oh my word, Red Raven. Baby Cage going to come out. Going to actually lock up Ori under tower. The ult does come out, but it's going to be met with the Sejuani ult. We should be seeing a Jarvan flag and drag. Going to be able to knock on the Sejuani. The Cataclysm comes up onto the army with ATK not going on a rampage. And Veigar down before anything can happen. One more Spirit Rush available. Jarvan going to get knocked up by the Sejuani, and Ori not finished with the dash. Is able to pick up that kill on to the Jarvan, as well as the BM coming in from Not. It's going to be ATK going for the end. The Seraphine not going to come out, not going to connect on the Diana. The Diana going gold, and the Diana going to get off the back line. The Santa going to be flashing out. MF, what are you doing?
What? What am I? What? Okay.
It was so good. It was so good. Oh my word, this Belveth is just not dying, going for the triple kill. Now Zia going to get locked up, going for the quadra kill, coming in for the Belveth, and that's 4 kills going over to this champion. So we do see the Condemn coming in. You're going to go, the Flag of Drag coming in, one more tower shot, and the shutdown coming in for Jarvan, able to pick up that kill. Going golden straight away. Diana though onto the Corki, and that's 2 picks, and it looks like Ornn still on this Ashe, but Ashe going to be kiting away. One more auto should do it, and going on a killing spree.
I fell for